see. Okay, we're connected to the chat. Connected to our live stats.
40 minutes later, and hopefully we're working.
Hopefully. Alright, I'm going to share the stream with everyone on Discord.
Okay.
Hang on 1 second.
Let me make sure it's live on my end. Oh. Yes, we appear to be live. Okay, Iron Heights Studios and Ryan Claus are in the chat, and I won't even bother to pronounce that name. Glee Studio, we'll call you Space because I have no idea how to pronounce that username.
Lehman Russ Prime Arch of the Space Wool.
We'll call you Space Wool. Okay. How is everything? Can you guys hear us? Hey, Striker.
It's good, guys. It's good, Crony. Hey, Skullboy, what's going on?
Okay, so are you guys able to hear us? This is the question I always ask in the stream because we always have some sort of technical difficulty.
Let's see.
I'll ask on my phone. Yes.
Okay, Soundwave says he can hear me. What's up, Soundwave?
Okay.
Just call me Deadeye Henry. Oh, Deadeye from Discord, yeah.
Okay, we
Yeah,
can
we
hear
can
you.
hear you.
Okay.
What's up?
All right.
Hey, KM.
Knocking on wood, we started a stream without any technical difficulties during. We just had 40 minutes of technical difficulties beforehand.
There's an echo. There's like an echo thumping. Yeah, we don't have great mics for streaming, so you're probably going to hear the sound of dogs or us rattling around.
Yeah, the dogs are in our room, and one of them is very unhappy because of it.
She wants to be included.
Okay, so,
doing just kind of a chill figure stream tonight. We realized we haven't updated any of you guys on the figures we've gotten over the course of 2026. Hey, Shocktimus, Shocky, what you doing?
By chill, War Chronicles means that we have like over 20 new figures to show you guys. So some of these we may speed up more than others. Hey, Rodimus.
First member in the chat, Rodimus, what's up? The Sorcerer, Rimhansel.
The Sorcerer, alright, cool.
The Sorcerer. Afternoon, oh, you must be on the other side of the world. It's evening time for us.
Hello. Shoctimus. Okay. So we have about 20 plus figures.
The stream will be consumed. Prince, you gotta go on a diet. You can't eat all these streams and Discord servers.
Okay. So we are gonna go through each of these figures. We will give some of them more time than others because some of them we love more than others.
We have favorite children.
Yeah, we don't love all of our figures equally.
This is true.
Our figure sap is not a democracy.
Nope.
It's survival of the fittest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that being said, I think we're going to start with one of the most boring figures that we picked up.
This guy.
Can they see it? Or are they still on?
Hang on, I gotta swap the camera. There it goes.
Okay. Starting with the retool for A6 Scourge. Quick, I just finished it.
Hey Charlie, what's up? Honestly, this is something I need right now. Finished playing a game series I got attached to quickly and I just finished it. I'm sad but happy to be a part of this stream. Well, I'm glad we could be the place to be tonight. What shall we be talking about today? Every figure we've acquired in 2026. That's what we're talking about today. We're not doing a top 10 or anything. We're just kind of going over all the figures we've gotten so far. Cronny, I'm a self-promo in your chat. I'm making more fan films. I'm working on a new series soon. Come support your boy. You're making more stop motions. Yes. Primetime contest finally got you out of your hole. You ready to get back to work? He's a retool. No.
Just a repaint, I think.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's just a repackage.
No, he's got some paint to him that was added. The other one was brighter blue. Yeah, I'm not surprised by this placement. We're not placing anything. We're just really just kind of talking about him, and I think we're gonna give him like a ranking from 1 to 10, probably. Wow, there are a lot more people in the chat than I'm used to talking to at once. All right, cool.
You don't have to address the chat all at once. You can
Okay.
go back through.
So, pick this guy up for about $17 because of Walmart clearance and some other coupons. So, for that price, I'm happy with him. He's just really backpack heavy.
There's a lot of backpack here.
War Chronicles, the lack of really any form of, whatchamacallits.
Thigh swivel.
Thigh swivel. There is basically no thigh swivel, even though it has a joint there. The thigh is not cut for it, so that's a little bit irritating.
Yeah. I mean, plus side, good head articulation, diva nails, because why not? If you haven't seen on Discord and on Instagram, I got to post a picture comparing Scourge's diva nails to my mom's diva nails to see who did it better. Who said retool Sierra? Which one of you bought this Scourge technically? Oh, 2-8 buys way more Transformers than me.
Yeah, so in terms, most of these figures that you will see, with a few exceptions, I'm speaking from the perspective of someone who bought it. War Chronicles is speaking from the perspective of someone who just uses it. So
Yeah,
just take that into account.
Basically, he buys the stuff and then does nothing with them, so I use them in my animations.
I collect. I enjoy collecting.
And I use your collection for greater purposes.
That we can agree on. It's solid. It's fine. It's like a 4 out of 10 for me. It's just nothing special.
I agree with Rodimus. Scourge is just Scourge.
Yeah, there literally there's no other way to describe it. It's just a figure.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I have that figure. It's a good one. It's a solid figure.
It's not bad by any means. I just don't find it special or care about it. I put a little bit below mid level just because the backpack really weighs it down figuratively and literally.
You could do the Batman cape thing that I suggested.
That is nice.
Kind of.
It kind of balances
You kind
it,
of
but
like
then
fold out his wings so it's like a Batman cape over his shoulders.
But then, anyway, I won't spend too long on this one because this is probably one of my least anticipated figures that I picked up. Again, $17.
Okay, so it's confirmed Crony only buys the females of Transformers. Not true. I'm looking to pick up the 86 Prowl at Target. But primarily I do collect the females just because 2-8 has no incentive to collect the females, so if I don't get it, he won't, definitely. Sometimes, depending on which character it is, he will buy most of the males.
Case in point. I will buy a battle damaged Optimus Prime of an Optimus Prime I already own.
Proof that Hasbro could have made Optimus a leader if they tried.
I'm going to rant for 1 second. I don't know if any of you who were here for the last stream we talked about figures and we talked about 86 Optimus Prime. I don't know if that was the last stream or a stream before last, but I mentioned that I really disliked 86 Optimus Prime because it feels like they were charging $40 for the trailer because the figure itself just felt like a really good leader class. Case in point, this is a leader class without the trailer and the axe and roller, and Hasbro's like, yeah, that seems worth like $40. They basically said the trailer and roller are worth the price of a Voyager. Which a Voyager $33 really hurts.
Let's see. White bread, the figure. They are both valid uses. Rutro, we got laggy racky.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we'll wait for a second for it to catch up before we get anything back on screen. Backpack would be fine if his heels weren't so friggin' tiny. I agree, he's hard to stand. Collecting is a use and so is stop motion.
Agreed.
Same, I also want that Prowl, so that's why the pre-order sold out. I'm just kidding.
You weren't on them fast enough.
I didn't know it was dropping that day, and I woke up at 8 a.m. our time, and he was still gone. I want that 86 Prowl too. Sweet. Oh, the 86 figure damage prime. Hello, I have 86 Prowl. I'm coming to your house. I will steal him. I saw him shell forming a lot
Oh, 86
Oh,
Prime.
Prime,
Yeah,
okay.
he's been shell forming a lot in my area too.
Yay, sexism in the family. Please don't snipe me, I'm joking. Copy that. Steel Team 6, stand down, please. Name your
Steel
favorite
Team 6,
figure.
I thought we were using Steam support. They're much more effective.
Yeah, fair enough. Name your favorite figure. Ooh, no, because then I have to think a lot. Saw that Optimus shell forming these targets. Price point regarding A6 Prime still would have been better. I have that Optimus, he's pretty great. Plan on getting him soon, but the normal one. Damage Prime is literally unnecessary and Hasbro's lame excuse to make more G1. This release basically proves your point. You're not lagging anymore. Yay! Wait, the pre-orders sold out? Don't feel bad, Target pre-orders are notoriously bad. Damn it. Yeah, he comes out in like a couple of days, like in stores.
Yeah, you literally just stock pickup orders. That's what you gotta do. You gotta stock Target's pickup orders, and then you gotta be brave enough to talk to the employees and ask them to scan the barcodes if you can get the barcode. Yes. I know it takes a lot.
It takes a lot of courage to walk up and talk to a person. But you don't build a
Transformers collection of over 500 Transformers without gaining some courage.
True. You're good. The lag was 4 minutes after you read it. Way to go steal my proud. Pulls lever to reveal bed of spikes. You know, I'm not even surprised even Kranix didn't shell form. You know, everyone kind of universally loves Kranix.
I don't know why. I've seen Kranix once, but I've seen every other figure from the wave, with the exception of Astro Train, several times. Also, can we talk about the fact that Astro Train was like one of the most hated releases from the fixtures, but he is the only one of the wave I have not seen? Somebody be lying to me.
Never got 86 Prime. Might just get this to experience the mold. It's an excellent mold. Just definitely don't pay $90 for it.
Hey, at least this one comes with a piece of shrapnel you can stick on Optimus Prime's side. It's not accurate to where the shrapnel actually landed, but it's better for transformation. So
hey, I have over 300 figures and I still am scared to talk to people.
You gotta reach that 500 mark and then you'll be brave. That's not true. Don't do that. I do not endorse this. Do not get 500 figures and then think you can talk to girls. I still can't talk to girls. Case in point.
I have a friend who's tracking down a hot rod for me. Yeah, we spent a little bit tracking down the hot rod, and then we found him and Hound at the same store and placed a pickup order.
Spoilers.
Whoops. I don't like Kranix. I'm a big Kranix hater. Preach. Apparently he's getting a restock. Yeah, Astro Train's good, but his arm sweat didn't do it for me.
Yeah. Okay.
See, they had him mistransform in the promo images, and I thought he was wearing like a purple crop top, so...
Alright, but let's rank this guy really quickly, because I don't want this to take way too long. So I'm gonna give it a solid 6 out of 10, just because I'm mad at Hasbro that they didn't make the regular release a leader class and they give him like an accessory pack later.
I'm mad about that, but because they actually went to the trouble of molding the damage and not just painting it over top, I will give it a 7 out of 10.
And one more thing, I hate that it's a slightly different shade of red than the original A6 Optimus.
True, it's a slightly darker shade of red. I thought you said 8:30 PST, not 8 p.m. Now I'm late. We changed it because we had some time free up. We said so in the Discord.
We actually
also,
said it
hi
twice.
Phoenix. I found Hot Rod first try looking. Where are your targets?
Nice try. No, we don't discuss our location. Our targets are in the United States of America. The land of the free.
How are you, Alcrony? Steer, what's up? What's up, Phoenix? Not too
Phoenix?
shabby. Striker, I've gotten along better with girls the majority of my life, actually. Huh. Well, good for you. That's a skill.
I applaud you, man. I applaud you.
You see Moonracer get a new figure too. Powerline needs his girl. I agree.
31
stellar cycles old, and I still don't have a Conjax Endura. It's okay. Most of us are single here. It's not anything to be ashamed of.
Okay, anyway, now let's not get on that topic, because then we'll be here all night.
This is true.
So I heard someone mention power...
Power glide. Did we not get out power glide?
Hold on.
Search for power glide. Okay. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor. I gotta compare it with my friend's copy. What's up, Shockness? All the stop motion channels I'm subscribed to in one, minus a few. Fair enough. We're both a large community, and yet we somehow mostly know each other. Y'all have actually got me curious to count how many figures I have now. Sit down when you have a large chunk of time and you don't need to be anywhere. I've acquired super speed and will use it to visit every target in the US in a span of 5 seconds. Guys, hear me out. Let's be here all night. Single stream today. Oh no, not Powerglide. Moonracer still wants his head for him cheating on her. Transformers, Legends, Multiverse, etc. I saw multiple 86 Astro Trains in Vegas. Ooh, we gotta go to Vegas then.
Yeah. Alright, next stop, Vegas. Gambling and Astro Trains. Let's go.
We should meet Smokescreen there and gamble with him.
And,
by the way, I checked out Markiplier's live stream. Bro got a replacement Lucky Flannel. I think we entered the YouTube scene at, even as far as watching videos after the era of Markiplier.
I have seen some of his stuff before, though. Seems like a chill dude.
How many figs do y'all have together? I think just under 500, because we've been selling off some of them.
We're still over 500. Because we've bought more than we've sold. Let's be real.
That is fair.
We keep a master Google Doc list. We might release them at some point. So anyway, I heard someone mention Powerglide.
I gotta shorten the camera for him. And there we go.
So, Powerglide. Ignore the fact that we don't have his comically oversized gun on him. We like to accessorize our figures with our several different accessories. So, figures you see
these are
here,
from the mainline crosshairs.
Yeah, these are from mainline crosshairs. So some of these figures may have different guns than what they actually come with. Hence why we are not a sponsored stream. We do what we want.
This is true. Also saw multiple Titan class Grimlocks.
If I see that in store, I might cave.
Do not. We don't have room.
I might do it.
You will sacrifice my entire studio just to store that thing.
Yes. I'll be happy to do so.
The small goobus.
Okay, so I will make my one... The War Chronicles is already demonstrate. My one serious complaint about Powerglide.
These stupid... Yeah.
So, there's probably a way to cut them off. But the way that these... See how they have this little nub here? It means... right here. It means that it has this point where it goes from here to here, and there's no in-between movement because they're supposed to lock in. Same with the knees. They go from here to here. And it's really annoying, especially in the stop-motion perspective, because you can't have a smooth animation from going to one point to the other because it automatically has to click in that way.
Alright, let's see. Cronny, kill Powerglide in your stop motion. I don't even know what I'm freaking gonna do with him yet.
That reminds me, Cronny, you killed off Warpath too early. No, yes. Powerglide Transformer must know being a human. Primetime made me a fan of Powerglide. Oh, you gave him crosshair guns, I see. Do it, Palpatine Boy. Do it. War Chronicle.
I found him in the alien mask. Hang on.
Oh, okay. That is a funny feature.
He
did come with a lot of show accurate features, and I applaud him for that. But he's also like one of the smallest deluxes ever, so they had to give him something.
Loki, this mask alone just makes me want to make his pre-war occupation in the War Chronicles universe like some kind of like actor or comedian.
Theater kid.
Yes, he feels like a theater kid. It's very close to buying it. I don't have space for a Titan. You understand. You understand. I'm surprised Impactor was killed off so quickly. Had to pay his penance.
I'm not gonna lie, in War Chronicles' early script, she was killing off so many characters left and right, I had to tell her to stop killing off characters, because we would run out of figures before she ran out of story ideas.
This is true. War Sun, Warpath. That's terrifying. Ah! Alien Powerglide! Ah!
I think this figure is like a 6 or 7 out of 10 for me, no pun intended. Just because it's just an okay figure. And for the price, there are other figures I would rather have. This one I think I did pay full price for. So let's hear what War Chronicles has to say. It's someone who did not pay any money for this.
He's cute, honestly. He's cute and he's solid. The little nubs in his joints are going to make him hard to animate without having it look less than smooth. But he is a cutie pie. And I need to make a plan for him. I need to make a plan for a lot of these characters. One day I will. Let's catch up with chat. Theater kid. That explains a lot about Powerglide, actually. See? You understand my vision. Did you guys get any of the new movie re-release figures? We will answer that as we go through the figures. More accurate Wrecker story. That have Powerglide be the equivalent of Count Binface. Powerglide killed an alien and used his actual face for comedic purposes. Babers prime taught him well. Give me your face. Squidward and Powerglide had a kid and this was the result. Somehow it's space for 2 combiners. Haha, 6, 7. Okay, I'll see myself out. Yes, please do.
Alright, we're gonna go with the next mini bot that we got. 86 Wind Charger. Who is my definition of the most mid figure of all time. But there's nothing wrong with that because mid just means middle of the road. It does not necessarily have to mean bad.
This is true.
I hate it when people say it's mid, so that automatically makes it bad. There can be figures that are just decent, that don't have to be bad, that you can still enjoy. This is it.
This is true.
Main thing that I don't like is the feet are like a little bit weird, and just the design of him overall. And overall, his design, I was always just kind of like,
yeah,
weird
he exists.
Face. He exists.
And he should be OP, but he's not because he's never used in any Transformers media.
Yeah, it's like Hasbro wants to forget about him because they realize that him controlling magnets means that he literally has telekinesis in Transformers Land.
He does have this weird ability to look up with this little lever on the back of his
That,
head.
I think, is really clever, actually. I enjoy that a lot. That's my favorite feature on the figure, is moving his face up and down.
It is neat, because you wouldn't be able to do it otherwise. My thoughts on him? I think he's an ugly little fella. As far as mini-bots go, he is not cute. And he does not make me happy, really. He just exists.
5.
I agree.
5, yeah, a 5. Solid 5. Middle of the road.
Mid is Scourge. Wind Charger is cool aside from the lack of heels. I hate it. I refuse to buy it. Yeah, those feet are just misshapen. I agree. When I said mid, it means middle. Not good, not bad, just alright. Yeah, bro's ankles be in the middle of his shins and everything else is normal. Bro is the Magneto Transformer. Sounds like a Wrecker solo film. Wait, you can move his face? Yep. Yep, you can literally just, this little lever, and you can just tilt his face up and down. You'll probably be able to do the same with Tailgate. That Tailgate looks so ugly. He looks like he got beaten with the ugly stick. Literally.
For
like
hours.
it squished his face and flattened it into a pancake. He's Square Boy. Bro on Cybertron. Wind Charger has a crazy party trick. That means Cronny's definitely killing Wind Charger. Might get the Tailgate version because I love IDW Tailgate. I love him too. But he is small, sweet cinnamon roll boy. And he does not deserve to have a face like that. That is a face not even his non-existent mother could love.
I'll probably get him.
Tailgate for Clint Eastwood eyes. I saw that one. That's crazy. I think that's insulting to Clint Eastwood.
Okay, I think that... Okay, we have 2 other mini-bots, so we're gonna go with my second favorite mini-bot, who isn't actually all that mini. He's taller than Wind Charger, I want to say. Yeah, he's taller than Wind Charger by a little bit. I love Sea Spray. I don't like his character in the 86 show just because he's stupid hard to understand. Mm-hmm. But as a figure, he's actually surprisingly fun. And he's got, like, what people call, like, gun wrist, where the wrist can move up and down instead of side to side. So he can, like, tilt his gun down, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, so you can just kind of have him.
I think he's a very, very solid figure. Kind of weird that he was a Walmart exclusive. Kind of wish he was regular retail. I feel like he could have swapped places with Kranix in like a mainline thing.
Yeah, fair enough.
Or one of those Wheeljacks or Sunstreakers or whatever. Why have we gotten so many Wheeljacks recently?
I don't know. Wheeljack is king. Shout out Charlie in the chat. But I like Sea Spray a lot. He looks squishable. His alternate mode is going to be useless, relatively, on Cybertron. Even though Cybertron in the War Chronicles universe does have bodies of water. Just like...
Why would you not choose a jet?
Why would you not choose a jet? That's exactly right.
Well, I'd say the same for the rest of the Autobots, but hey.
Sea Spray the goat. I want Sea Spray. Okay, Sea Spray will be having words with you later here. Right, I need Sea Spray. Yeah! For the Emperor. Oh, I want to love Sea Spray so much, but he has some weird articulation issues.
He does.
I need to use him in my stop motions. You ever accidentally steal your friends with Bumblebee and take him across 3 states on vacation?
No, that sounds fun.
Most of these figures you guys are showing, that's just minus 86 Prime. He looks squishable. I gave my Sea Spray Elite Guard logo on his chest. Sometimes I forget that. That actually sounds pretty neat. Nah, Shackness, they ain't gonna take the bait. Oh, that's what he said. I double dare Sea Spray Hasbro to make a merman, He-Man looking Sea Spray.
That, spoiler alert, might be buying Jim Skeletor if I see him in stores just because it was absolutely hysterical. In all seriousness, I'm not gonna get it. But...
Wheeljack was, after all, the first spot we ever saw. If anyone needs Sea Spray VA, hit me up. It's true. He can just do it, like, with his mouth and, like, gargling spit somehow. I think you should do a running jokes that people think Sea Spray is weird for having an alt mode because they're never around water. I mean, yeah, honestly.
Alright, allow me to introduce you to my favorite of the mini bots that we've gotten recently. Transformers Legacy Evolution. Wow, that feels weird to say. It's been a minute since I said that. Beachcomber. Found him at market price, which I know he got re-released, but it's nice to find him in person at market price at my local comic book store.
Shout out to the local comic book store. They actually had some bangers that we'll show you guys later.
Yeah.
What's an Autobot you guys would love to have as a protector? Personally, Ironhide, because he wouldn't want to talk to me. He would leave me alone, and he would get really mad if I put myself in danger, but he would show up no matter what.
To protect me? Well, it depends on who's coming after me. For just protection in general, probably Grimlock. If you want protection and emotional protection, I'll call Optimus Prime. Thank you. Not Bayverse. G1.
Yeah, fair. Then he can shoot hoops with you in his spare time.
Exactly.
I accidentally stole my buddy's original G1 Optimus Prime when I was a kid in the early 80s, if that counts. Oh, so you're like old. Nah, just kidding. Make the mermaid girl as well. Oh, it's not spit. I can just naturally do it. That's crazy, man. If you guys are on the Discord, go take a listen to Striker's Sea Spray impression. It's insane. Hear me out. They make the 84 Sea Spray, but they release his human form. Now, Beachcomber I do want, mainly because of Skybound. What? I don't own it. I really want Beachcomber. Okay, now I'm jealous. My boy Jazz. Gonna give y'all a warning. Beachcomber runs the risk of wheels melting.
Oh, because they're rubber. Yeah, that's fine.
He would leave you alone, she says. Apparently it's material similar to Revenge of the Fallen Bludgeon. Revenge of the Fallen Bludgeon is rubber? Dadimus Prime's best, Prime. In my story, both sides wipe and RC are together, so bite me. Dedimus, or... No, sorry, I read that as Dedimus Prime.
Dadimus is the best Prime.
47. My local comic book store recently got a premium finished Megatron and I really want it. Bayverse Prime would protect you better than G1 Prime would. For me, Blue Streak, because he gives off chill vibes. He's one of the best shots in the Autobots. I shared my Sea Spray voice in general. Okay, so if you are on the server, go to the general chat and listen to Striker's voice.
My childhood figure is Power of the Prime's Beachcomber, and I've been wanting a Beachcomber fig so bad ever since. We still have our Power of the Prime's Beachcomber. We might sell him after getting the new one, though.
Maybe Cronyverse Bludgeon would be a good protector. He'd teach me how to defend myself. It's true, Cronyverse Bludgeon does like to adopt small and frail bots and teach them to become killing machines. He will not hesitate to kill you if you betray him, though.
But they have to be orphans, so does that mean that our whole family has to be killed in order for Bludgeon to protect us? Just saying.
He just murders our family in front of us and, like, I'm here to adopt you. I just need to make sure you're an orphan first. Batman before he gets his next Robin.
Batman secretly sets up the murder of all those Robin's parents so he can have new Robins. Conspiracy theory, Batman edition.
Prince Productions, like you know, bro. I gave it a listen. It's pretty good, isn't it? It's honestly good. We're just almost every time we're on stream, we just end up glazing Striker's impressions. Striker, whatever you do, I'm not listening to your Bumblebee scream again. Don't
resend it in the Discord. Do not do that.
Yeah, Rise of the Beast Bludgeon has rubber pieces and treads and some swords.
Huh. Weird.
More you know, huh?
Oh, I'm dying. Alright, so, ranking Beachcomber. Like, a solid 7 or 8 out of 10. I'd
say 8. He's a pretty solid guy.
Yeah, I really like it. The bird was a little bit disappointing. I thought it was plastic. It was like a really weird rubber piece, and we don't have it on us, but the bird has a psycho stare to it.
Mm-hmm.
Take our word for it.
LOL, I'm dying. Very violent adoption. Bludgeon is freaking Owlman. My Power of the Prime Sea Spray yellowed so bad he could be mistaken as B. That's crazy.
Didn't it Power of the Prime Sea Spray?
Send and listen to Bumblebee scream. Promise to you all I don't share anymore. To quote the Joker, I'm a man of my word.
Do we remember these guys' names? It's Pounce and...
I don't remember their names. I need
Okay.
to learn them.
Okay, do not remember their names. Also picked them up at the local comic book store for like $20, somewhere around there. And honestly, they're fun little dudes. I want to say they were an Earthrise exclusive to Target. I know the cat one's name is Pounce. I don't remember the other one's name. I'm sure someone in the chat will correct me in a moment.
Wingspan, I think was his name.
Wingspan, yeah.
I remember being stupid and I was right. Fun fact, Drift is more powerful than Optimus in Earth Wars. I gave up on Earth Wars a long time ago. We've gotten too high a level to get anywhere without pain.
I'm more powerful on Transform. Alright.
Oh, it's the Earthrise 2-pack of Decepticons. It's not a Psycho Stare,
Pounce
that's
and
just
Wingspan.
Paul.
Okay, yeah. And that's the Earthrise 2-pack of Decepticons. That's not a Psycho Stare, just Paul. Okay.
Who the heck are those?
Pounce and Wingspan.
Hang on. If we transform them, it'll be better. You take one, I'll take the other. Let's transform.
No.
What do you mean,
We never transform our figures.
But these ones are easy.
No, they have
Pounce
to
and
stare.
Wingspan. What are those spies up to? Only way I remember their names is that quote. Is that from the commercial or from the actual, like...
No, that's from the
Season
actual
4 special.
G1 Season 4 special. Because I want to say that Punch saw them entering the Autobot base while everyone else was distracted. And then he tried to get them to talk with Counterpunch. And then they told him to buzz off. And he's like, okay, I hear my Autobot counterpart is close. Real close. And then tries to shoot them and it completely fails.
I think so. Stares at cat. I see you. Seeing me. Seeing you. I'm back. Welcome back, TFP Studios. We're just going over Pounce and Wingspan from Rebirth Season 4 thing. Yeah, I have never seen them. No, that's fair. They
were an Earthrise exclusive 2-pack to Target, I want to say, because Target's the only place I saw them personally. But pick them up in my local comic book store. Shout out to them again, I guess. While we're on that trend, we might as well go with the next comic book store pickup. A little bit loose, in need of some quick shine, but otherwise in pretty good state. Siege Mirage. War Chronicles Express kind of wanting the $90 3-pack with Blue Streak, Ironhide, Mirage, and this is what I did instead.
Yeah, because I really wanted the Mirage, honestly.
But the Mirage, the Earthrise or Kingdom or whatever Mirage mold is not as great as the Siege one. The Siege one actually has a place for his rocket shoulder cannon to sit, which is nice.
Let's catch up with the chat. What's your guys' thoughts on recolors and remolds? I don't mind them. I'll use them as background or citizens or soldiers. I agree. Especially the sideswipe remolds are particularly useful for Autobot soldiers or random police officers. The clamp down sideswipe repaint I've often used as one of the officers in Sentinel's regime pre-war. Striker Prime, fine, you deal with my Autobot counterpart. I hear he's nearby, real nearby.
Yep.
Bro, Pounce and Wingspan gotta annoy each other like a cat would a bird. Oh my gosh, honestly, you're giving me ideas here. Concept.
Oh yeah, forgot to rank Pounce and Wingspan.
Yes, my Autobot split
5.
personality is right down the hall. Pete Davidson. No, you are Baver's brain-rotted prince. He is the super antisocial guy who keeps getting accused of being a spy by Cliffjumper.
I really did not like Pete Davidson's Mirage. He could have played any character, and for some reason they gave him Mirage, made him look nothing like Mirage, and made him act nothing like Mirage.
This is true. I like Kingdom Mirage. Plastic in the legs of Autobot Mirage is not as good as Decepticon Mirage. I do agree his legs are a little flimsy. We're gonna have to like quick shine him up a little bit. Add a small piece of Earthrise Mirage's shoulder, example being Chase or Cliffjumper's arm things. It's a good Mirage, does look a little yellow. Oh, that's the warm lights.
Yeah, it's not yellow on our end at all. You'll just have to take our word for it, probably.
Hang on. If I change the lighting tones to cool, you'll see it's not yellow.
It's really not yellow at all. The nice part about picking it up from a comic book store is they let you touch it and feel it and make sure everything's good, unlike something on eBay, which I don't really trust, especially if I figure this
Careful
old.
with the Mirage. Shoulder ports cracked on both sides because of the 5mm peg on my copy. Yes, the Siege version. Or for Cybertron Mirage's peak. If you get the Mirage and the Decepticon disguise, you can swap them out. That's true, I haven't been able to find that one.
That one was,
This is
Walmart
Transformers.
exclusive.
Nothing makes sense. Hey, 137, nice to see ya. I own the Rise of the Beast Mirage. Clipjumper is always up to Red Scare typing. Red Scare. That's hilarious.
Anyway, I don't think we gave Pounce and Wingspan a rating. I'm going to say like a solid 6 for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And for Mirage, I'll probably put a 6 as well.
I think so, yeah.
I think you'll find that I'm ranking a lot of these lower because we have some heavier hitters coming on in just a minute.
Yeah, don't trust eBay 100%. eBay.
I trust eBay on certain things, but on figures that old that aren't in package, I really don't trust them.
Like in Aftermath with Skywarp. To be fair, in Aftermath with Skywarp, Skywarp was actually an ex-con, and the same battle where he defected is where Hotshot died. So I feel more like for Cliffjumper, there's just bad memories associated with the whole affair, and he's taking it out on Skywarp. That's not the same as unfounded accusations against a longtime Autobot because he looked at you funny. Anywho, Sunstreaker.
Earthrise Sunstreaker. Yes, we copped and got the Earthrise one before the 86 one came out. Yes, we did get on heavy discount at Target.
Yeah, this was like $18. I actually bought this one because I do like Sunstreaker. I do think he's a pretty sick looking bot, and I enjoy the potential of what a dynamic for him and Sideswipe could look like in the War Chronicles universe. So I want them to look fairly close to each other. eBay's 50-50. True, for Halloween, Cliff should have gone as Bumblebee, and B should go as Cliff. Ragebait Ironhide. I got gypped out of a Spider-Man figure. I got a poop KO or a crit KO. Dang. eBay has always been Gucci for me. How are you guys getting fleeced? It really just depends. You gotta do a lot of research before you,
very careful on what I buy on eBay, and I haven't been scammed out of anything thus far, so...
I got scammed once. Granted, I was like, I don't know, 10? But...
Yeah, that was Amazon, technically. You bought
I got scammed by a third-party seller on Amazon into thinking I was getting the APC Toys Night Countess for $20, and instead I got this tiny knockoff Chinese, like, 5-stepper arachnid. I don't even know if we have her anymore, but I was rather upset when I received her. Now that's a nice figure. I don't own a Sunstreaker. You should, Ironhide. You should.
Someone
He's
get
a nice
Sunstreaker
figure.
Miss in the chat. A crime has been committed.
Yeah, that's my brother. I have to show him some love, guys. I gotta get War for Cybertron and Earthrise Sunstreaker to go with this release, see how different they are. Need to rewatch Aftermath Season 1 TBH. I need to catch up in the latest episodes of Season 2. I'm like 2 episodes behind. I've really been enjoying how he writes Grimlock, though. It's been like the closest that I've seen to Fall of Cybertron in a stop-motion series. But I'm gonna, as the person who purchased the Sunstreaker, I'm gonna give him a solid 7 out of 10. It's a good figure, clean deco.
It's better than the Wheeljack of the same mold, except for the shoulders. I would give him a 6.
Yeah, fair enough.
Just have no attachment to
Marvel
that character.
Legends Lizard I want from eBay, but the deal's too good to be real. Is that the gun that came in the 5-pack? I don't know, actually. I beg you, use Blue Streak in some way. I don't have him. Hello! Hey, Cybercoin, what's going on? Mirage eats the last donut Clipjumper. Decepticon spy! Pulls out comically large gun.
Hilarious. Now we are going to show off probably the figure that War Chronicles and I have the biggest difference in opinion on for this entire stream.
Yes, my girl.
I will let you say what you have to say first, because what I am probably going to say is going to be a lot meaner than what you will have to say about this figure.
Okay, that's okay. You know, I honestly didn't expect a great deal from the figure just because I wasn't sure about the logistics of making the spider legs work and having her be stable. I didn't think they were going to get a screen-accurate arachnid design and still make her a usable figure, but she is actually amazing. She's fairly stable. Her spider legs won't hold her on their own, so I did use a clear plastic stand when I animated her because I wanted her, like, bipedal legs to kind of tuck out of the way. But her bipedal legs do hold her up well. She has great articulation. Her transformation allows for a butterfly joint, which I have pegged in, so hang on. There. Her transformation allows for... Well, it's not doing it right now, but it does do it. She has great head articulation all the way down into the chest. Not super far upwards, but fairly upwards enough. 2 big spider legs, 2 small spider legs. I usually fold them all down, but you can fold them like over the shoulder. But yeah, I bought this
CJ
figure.
the Fox, welcome.
CJ, you made it! But I would honestly give this figure a solid 7 out of 10. Lot better than I was expecting.
Alright, I'm gonna say what I like about first. First, they put a lot in the deluxe class budget. Like that. I don't think I have anything nice to say about this figure afterwards. I hate the way it feels on almost every account. I hate messing with it. I hate transforming it, touching it. There's just too much going on. The spider legs are just not as solid as I'd like them to be. I cannot justify liking this figure because the hand feel is just really bad, and a figure has to have a good hand feel for me to like it at all, and that's why I'm giving this a 3. I just can't justify the hand feel of it.
I feel like the animators chose Arachnid as a character simply because she was fun to animate. Bug walk cycles are simultaneously some of the hardest and most rewarding animations I've ever done in my life. I can see how that could be true for every other animator in existence. It looks like if someone drew Black Arachnia, Beast Boar Black Arachnia from memory, hate the figure.
I agree.
I haven't picked up the figure yet, still debating on third-party version. What TF character do you guys think deserves the figure? You know, honestly, we know Lugnut's getting one.
Lugnut, yes.
I would love to see... I'm gonna let my woman bias show for a second, but I would love to see a Strika, like a TFA Strika. After, of course, they make all the big characters from TFA, I think that's my favorite design of her, and I would love to see it made a reality. Ayo, hate touching it is crazy. That's a review of all time.
Yeah.
Welcome in, CJ.
If I were to give my opinion on the last question, what TF figure do you think should be TFA, or is it just TF?
TF.
Follow Cybertron Grimlock, hands down, 100% of the time. I want a commander class larger than the 86 Grimlock. Do not tell me the Planet X1 exists, because I am not made out of money.
This is true. Animated Lugnut Supreme. Yes, I'm gonna lose so much money in 2027. That's all I gotta say.
I'm not copping to half those figures.
Shock Blast. Shock Blast needs a figure yesterday. I forgot he existed. Oil Slick from Animated. That's the Constructicon, right?
Yeah.
Which, speaking of which, they haven't made a Black Arachnia from Animated in a long time, and that was like one of my favorite figures of all time. But, enough about Arachnid here. She's just gonna skitter on out. Select the next figure to it.
Okay. Kind of another boring one we're gonna have here. 86 Hound. What Detritus should have always been for the original release. I don't know why Detritus wasn't a weird exclusive, but Hound was. I will never understand that choice. Maybe Target had like a deal with Hasbro and they decided, hey, we want Hound for some reason. I don't understand it. But he wasn't super hard to track down. And he's fine. I like him. It's good to have a good Hound figure. I was kind of thinking about copying to the Siege one while I was at the comic book store, though, if it were a decent price, because the Siege one does look cool.
Do you like making Arachnid Decepticon? You know, I haven't decided where she's going faction-wise. She worked for Sentinel in Sparks of War. Where she goes after that, I don't know yet. No, there's not a Rung figure at CJ the Fox. Honestly, that'd be a cool figure. It'd probably be a deluxe class. I don't know if it would justify its price, but yeah. I can hear a doggo growling, I think. Yeah, they sleep in here, and they get upset when we exist in here and don't release them. I prefer the Siege Hound. That's fair. We were young and dumb and not made of money when that Hound was out, and so we skipped over it in favor of other figures.
I still like 86 Hound, but mine got weird paint defect. Oh.
Not a big fan of 86 Hound. I have Siege version, prefer that. I like 86 Hound. I got a weird paint effect. I got Blocky's Hound, if that counts for anything.
We actually have a Blocky's Hound, yeah.
Is so cute, honestly.
The premium finish War for Cybertron Hound is sick. I love mine. Ooh, that sounds good.
Use Blocky's Hound as my Cronus. That's a good idea.
Way more Iron Heights. have way more iron hides than I was expecting to.
As you should, CJ, as you should.
Actually,
I think a raccoon would make a decent mercenary. Honestly, yeah.
Wait, how many iron hides exactly?
If they made a ballpoint figure, that'd be awesome. I would use them every day. I need to read that issue, like the worst Transformer ever, or whatever it was called. I think about 8 iron hides. Okay.
Oh dang!
I also
prefer Siege Hound.
Siege Hound.
I probably would too if I owned one. I don't own one.
This is our hound.
It,
He's not a bad figure.
5.
5. I agree.
5, like middle of the road.
Yeah. Like clean deco, not anything spectacular.
This is
about
really kind of ugly right here. I normally am not like a, oh my gosh, it has hollow legs, but this is just a little ugly. And this.
I think the Earth mold works better for Iron Fist rather than Hound, weirdly. I do love the Iron Fist, honestly. He made my top 10 in 2025.
Yeah, I like him. I didn't agree with that placement, but I think he's a good figure. Okay. You're gonna
that one. You're gonna hear things about this one.
The fact that he managed to stand up the first time went the fact that he
We
managed
got
to
him
stand up the first time is honestly shocking.
Move back there.
I hate this figure. Not hate. Hate's a strong. No, we're gonna go with it. I hate this figure because the ankles just really suck. It's a little bit hollow, and the plastic quality feels like older Hasbro plastic quality, and not in a good way. Like, Age of the Primes came out with bangers for, like, its first wave of this year. Every figure I enjoyed, with the exception of this one. I do not enjoy it. I do not enjoy transforming it. It has no wrist articulation. Which, by the way, can we talk about how Hasbro's just, like, screw wrist articulation on, like, everything?
It's true, I don't like it. But such is life. Sometimes you trade nice upward head mobility for a lack of wrist articulation.
That is one thing I'll say about him. He's got fantastic upward head mobility.
Yeah, he could literally lie in a prone sniper pose because he can bend his head up 90 degrees. Hey, Stealth, welcome in.
Stealth bot.
You get some hate, you get some hate, you get some hate.
Trust me, there will be figures I'm going to glaze here in a minute.
Yeah, fair enough. I know 137, you've had a fair few rants on Instagram about people buying figures they hate and complaining about them. You know, honestly, every figure we say we hate, we don't hate as much as the ones we missed out on, if that makes sense.
I'd also like to point out that most of these figures that I hate after I buy them. I have never touched or messed with anything of the mold prior. If I hate the mold, I don't buy the retool or remold of it because I hated the mold.
See, no, I don't like it. Get it away from the screen. That said, I'm buying Ranger. Which one is that? Ranger?
No clue.
Hate is a strong word. I despise this one. Bro just stared at the sun. Yep, they keep making the hands fold back into hollow arms. The sun is a deadly laser. It's true. It may kill us in time. The atmosphere is just protecting us temporarily.
Green light gases. We love them. Yay!
That head range needs to be standard on all TF figures. I don't think it's going to be possible for anyone that has like a more square head, like a Megatron or an Elita 1. That's called buyer's remorse. I do agree, but I do agree on hate what you own.
Alright, we're going to now talk about a figure that I'm actually going to glaze for a second. Well, first let's talk about his accessory. The best accessory you could give a $40 figure.
Best accessory, and even though she could technically be considered an accessory, she will be like an actual character in the War Chronicles universe, and for that I am grateful.
Hold on. Hang on.
Say hello to Nickel.
3 out of 10, by the way.
Yeah, I agree. But say hello to da baby medic, Nickel.
Literally don't like anything, but don't hate anything about this figure. There's just nothing to like or hate, really. I mean, she's there. I do think that the smoke for the heels was actually a really good idea.
Yeah, stroke of genius right there.
And I do like how the wheels actually roll. So for that, I'll give her a 6 out of 10.
I agree. I'll give her a 7 just because since everything is on a ball joint, her articulation is really fantastic for her size. Obviously, her elbows and shoulders have limited range because of how bulky they are. But she's got wrist rotation, she's got hip rotation, she's got slight ankle tilt because of the smoke. She's got Honestly, she's got most articulation you could want in a modern transforming bot, and I don't need her to transform. I just need her to exist and be cute and do some little skate cycles. Nickel Tarn's adopted daughter. See, I ship them in this universe, but that's just me. And a lot of fanfic writers, but you do you, man. The way she was propped up on the table. The ball just needs to be longer at the back, not the center. Nickel's so cute. Small Goobus too, Electric Boogaloo. Nickel is such an oddball in the DJD. My favorite is that whole series of comic panels where she's like cleaning the one guy's teeth and cleaning out the other guy's blades, and she's scolding them, and she's like, first of all, how dare you not upkeep with your daily maintenance? And Tarn's like, Nickel. He's like, Nickel, we're like killing machines, and she's like, I don't care, you need to get your checkup. Who else do you want to see in DJD become a figure? I think Boss would be really sick.
100% Boss. He turns into a gun, a sniper rifle for our Transformers. That's sick.
I also do want to see the pet, just because I think that'd be really cool and spiky.
I feel like make the pet an accessory for another figure.
Rip Dominus Ambus. When I designed a full character sheet for my design of Cronny, she's gonna be Nickel's height but have Prime's on her. Hey! You ship characters too much, Cronny. You don't ship characters enough, Prince.
I actually agree with you, Prince. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, you shush. Is Nickel Knockout's assistant? Honestly, I would say it's the other way around. Just because I feel like Nickel would have the capacity to be more mature than Knockout. There's actually this creator on Instagram. Her name is Shagrimp, and she is working on like an animated AU design of character sheets where Nickel, who used to be an Autobot medic, defected and took on Knockout as her medic apprentice, and I honestly thought that'd be really cool.
Okay, so now the reason I said the glaze is about to start, we're definitely gonna have to raise the camera up a little bit for this one. A little bit more.
Raise him up.
Okay.
Zoom him out. Okay, we've zoomed him out as far as we can go. It looks like we can't get the full view on the phone, but we've got the full view on the stream cam.
Okay, I'll just have one thing to really say about this figure.
Flip it upside down. And flip it the other way so the Transformer's facing out, but the peg is facing up. Come on. There it is.
There it is. You can't really see it on your end, but...
Glowing eyes. There we go. That's better. Yeah, glowing eyes, baby.
Here, I'll show it what it looks like off, because it's kind of hard to turn off, I'm just now realizing.
It's a fickle magnet. It does turn off by itself if you give it a second.
Okay, we'll just do that then.
But he's freaking sick. As is his right. So let's see what the chat is saying about that. Let's see. IDW figures in general would be epic. Ship. We're mass murdering robots, Nickel. I do a lot of shipping. Yes, you do, Striker. I approve of it. Shocktimus. Okay, I have standards too. Yes, I love Chagrim stuff. Knockout had to have confused Nickel for a buffer by accident. Just picks her up and tries to wax his chastity, and she's like, "Excuse me." I adore her wind scream. Is Swindle gonna be a weapons dealer when he comes out, or a typical scammer? You know, I haven't decided yet. You don't ship characters enough. Tarn or Kickball. Ooh, I have so many mixed feelings about Blocky's Tarn. Gorgeous design. That's a pretty figure. Best looking Tarn. Imagine Nichols slapping Knockout, and Knockout's like, "How dare you? I just got this coat of paint." Not even worried about him getting slapped. He's worried about his paint. Papa Tarn, I'm still finding the legacy version of him, but how good is the Blocky's one? It's a very pretty one.
For the price, it is some of the most bang for your buck you will get with any Transformers figure modern day, and I will stand by that. It's a pain to animate.
This is true. He's a pain to animate just because there's so many moving parts. Most of them are designed to pop off, so you can like rebuild him. So probably the biggest pain is his little feet have like 5 different points of articulation, and they don't really stay.
I would...
So The fact that he's standing right now is a little bit of a miracle.
I will also like to point out that he is pretty lightweight for his size.
Yeah, so he doesn't necessarily have a lot of weight to hold himself up. He's just standing there menacingly. Friends, I just imagine right after Knockout says that, Nickel takes a scalpel and scratches more paint off.
I picked this
guy up for $5 unopened, traded him off. I draw the line at Blockies. I'll take Yellow Park over Blockies.
I disagree in the fact that Yellow Park is significantly more expensive to get here in the U.S. And also the way that Yellow Park's Tarn's shoulders were designed is really not my favorite.
Cronny, base Swindle off the animated version of Swindle. That's the best version. This is true.
I do like that version.
Yeah, no, for this price, that's some smooth work right there. Are y'all pirates or something? Because you love your ships. I walked right into that. I kind of prefer Legacy Tarn, but that's because Blockies aren't my cup of tea. Fair enough.
Fine. It's not everyone's cup of tea.
Everyone has to be pirates now, the way gaming is. Not pirates, just touchy about them. TF1 Prime is still peak Blockies TF figure. Oh gosh, scratching more paint. Nah, Swindle's the one who scammed Cronny with the 5-step changer. Prime Blockies Knockout.
That would be amazing, but be like way out scale.
True. Yellow Park has worse QC than Blockies. Okay, well, we saved ourselves some money then.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I just couldn't get behind the Yellow Park Tarn. It was almost the same size as Blockies Tarn. I prefer the brighter colors of Blockies Tarn, and it was like half the price I want to say, for at least from where I could get it.
More than half the price. This thing was like $40.
I think the other thing was like 80 or 90.
Yeah.
Anyway, absolutely love this figure. As a Transformer, it can be kind of difficult and fidgety sometimes, so I'll give it like an 8. I'm not going to give it like a 9 or a 10.
Same. I'm giving it an 8 just because, you know, he's kind of awesome. Comes with a lot of accessories, Nickel being chief among them. He has swappable faceplates.
I do really like
the
the scarred mask, which War Chronicles neglected to put on before the stream.
Because I like clean mask on top, scarred face underneath.
I like both.
I like him to be Phantom of the Opera.
So, really like Tarn. I can just understand why it's not everyone's cup of tea. But, I mean, his fingers are individually articulated. And I'm going to take this away before War Chronicles does something she'll regret.
Fair enough. Not gonna lie, I would love a Moonracer figure because I love how dorky she is. See, this is why I need the Studio Series IDW Nautica when she comes out. Because she's a relatable dork and I love her for it. Swindle will be the kind of guy to sell you a Ford F-150 and then hands you a Hot Wheels. We were debating on the server whether or not Swindle would take the corpses of Transformers, get them into vehicle mode, and then sell them to humans as used cars. The answer is he would.
That's hilarious. Okay, so we're going to go with one of War Chronicles' all-time favorite figures, which I think is good, but it's not great.
I bought this one. I bought him for full new Voyager price, $43.
You couldn't find him on sale anywhere. He's really hard to find for me.
He was a little steep for $43 given the quality of the figure, and I did already have one, so that is on me. But he is a fabulous deco, and he's not quite as beat up as the used one I got. The used one I got is pretty good. Shout out to the seller on Mercari. But he had some loosey-goosiness to him, and he had cat bite marks on his spoiler. And this guy, I love the magenta. I don't even care if it's screen accurate or not. I just, in general, am a big fan of pink in all shades. And I don't think any less of men for sporting pink. So I like this magenta color a lot on Hot Rod. I think it goes really nicely with the orange.
I, on the other hand, am colorist, and I do think less of men for I'm wearing. I'm kidding. But it's good. It's a deluxe with accessories trying to make it a Voyager, and it doesn't work for me at the new price point. It could work for me at the old price point. This price point doesn't work for me.
See, Stealthabot gets it. Target Circle rewards, y'all. It's a lifesaver.
Literally.
That's how we afford this. Target Circle rewards and shopping deals.
I'm not sponsored by Target. But if I were to give you guys one piece of advice for collecting Transformers, get out your phones, use your free email to sign up for your free Target Circle rewards, and buy more Transformers. Let your dollar stretch further. I will literally make a video on my channel talking about how I make my money stretch for my Transformers. I'm debating doing it. Let me know if you guys want to see that. Because
Let's-
really, War Chronicles audience, my audience is War Chronicles. Part of War Chronicles' audience because I don't really do anything on my channel.
Beggars, seas, drink up, me hearties, yo ho. A Velocity figure would also rock. True. I sang the Lazy Town Pirates song as Megs before. I remember that. Fan Tarn of the opera. Sierra, bring Tarn back and have him flip off the camera.
No.
My finger could transform. Guess which one? Love Tarn. He's a warheads to foreheads kind of guy. I have never heard that before, but that's a brilliant saying. I need him. I mean, Swindle did sell the parts of his dead teammates in the last episode of season 2.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
pick this guy up. Colors on Hot Rod are more diluted than mine. Need a stop motion of Swindle selling corpses and gaining a human court case over it. Nah, Swindle would draw the line at but organs on the black market. Listen, I get why fans love Swindle, but will never like scammer characters because I've been scammed way too many times. I have personal hatred for them. That's why you write them as villains, and then you make horrible consequences for them. It's very cathartic. Have you tried using the secret functions to Hot Rod's arm? They flip out. Yes. Yes, we did discover that when we bought our first edition of it. He didn't come with any accessories, but he did have the little arm flip outs. I prefer Hot Rod being red still. Colorist, racist without actually being racist.
Yes, exactly.
The only time I wear pink is for breast cancer awareness stuff. I wear a bit of pink every time I voice Alita. Honestly, method acting. Gosh dang it. I own the Power of Prime's Moon Racer, CJ.
Yeah, so it's good.
Yeah, you
like
had
colors.
it. You had it in your most recent stop motion, right? Or was it the stop motion before? One of your more recent stop motions, you had Moonracer in it. Hot Rod, it's not pink, more like a lightish red. And you remember in IDW when Ratchet said his body turns into preferred state? I imagine Swindle selling a car and then it turns into its preferred state, aka robot mode. Yeah, I forget what they call it. Something like Transform Immortus or whatever they called it.
7.
8. That's my rating. 8 out of 10.
Cool. We're gonna bully Roller Chronicles decisions more. I'm messing. I actually do kind of like this figure. I would like to introduce you guys to the most screen accurate Transformers Prime figure from Transformers in recent years.
Destiny's
Fight
Child.
me on it.
Yeah, this is Age of the Prime smokescreen. He's pretty freaking sick. This is one I actually bought. I was out with my friends to buy s'mores, and I actually found him and Powerglide in the same Walmart. And so I was like, 2-8, if you want to buy Powerglide, I'll buy Smokescreen. So I bought Smokescreen, and I really like him, honestly. He's a bit of a weird figure. He's a little flimsy, bends in weird places. The chest tab took a second to figure out, but he is a solid figure.
His vehicle mode is my absolute favorite. I love
Deco
the
is
vehicle
great.
mode.
Yes, the vehicle mode is super accurate. This one is the most accurate Prime figure we've gotten by far. Still a little G1ified, but the most accurate. But I do really like him.
Favorite feature. Hang on. Give me 1 second.
Oh yeah, put his gun hands on while I catch up with the chat. Let's see, where... Oh yeah, I got a KO of the TLK version. His head was in the wrong place. Oh no! I like the goggles on this Hot Rod mold. It's a nifty little feature. I wish more Toys of the Scale did. Yeah, they took it from the, I want to say they took it from the Masterpiece one, because I first saw it on the Masterpiece, Rodimus in Grantman stuff, and I was like, that is a sick feature. But here's Smokescreen with the guns.
I absolutely love this feature. More Transformers need to have it. I love built-in weaponry. My favorite Titans Return figure is Trigger Happy, without a doubt. He's got built-in weaponry. This guy's got built-in weaponry. I will say I am not a fan of the plastic feel on this specific figure. It feels a little bit gummier than the other figures.
True. I refuse to buy him. I hate him in the show. So now we know why you hate Hot Rod, Ironhide. Because I will argue with you till the day I die. They meant to write in Hot Rod and then chickened out and put Smokescreen in a Hot Rod role.
Yeah, that sounds about right. 7.
I would
Maybe
say
an
7
8.
as well. Like 7.5 is probably the best.
7.5. I feel like we can
Mold
agree
has
on that.
potential for Prime B, true. Robots in Disguise Jazz, also true. That would be a pretty good Jazz, actually. And Concept Prowl. Oh yes, Concept Prowl with the little pointy visor, like the TFP one that they made that was used in oh my gosh, in the Ascension verse. I have a serious question. Does anyone think that Jazz should have had the car form they gave to Mirage in Rise of the Beast? Yes.
Yeah.
How dare you, Ironhide? Smokescreen was great in the show. Pew pew. Is he a rookie in the Elite Guard? Well, my current plans for him will be revealed in Autovember, but I'm not going to say more because it'll spoil what happens. Why would you hate Smokey? He's adorable in Prime. I'm back. My Wi-Fi was being screwy. Welcome back, Striker. We curse your Wi-Fi on your behalf. Hot Rod hate is justified. TFB Smokescreen is good, however. He's the same guy with a different deco. That's all I'm gonna say. I should repaint my Hot Rod Smokescreen. I agree about the plastic on Smokescreen. It's a great design otherwise for a generations-ified Prime figure.
Yeah, honestly agreed.
Yeah, 7.5 out of 10.
I feel like that's the only one we've actually legitimately agreed on.
True. Oh no, we agreed on Sure Shot.
We do agree on Sure Shot.
Make Smokescreen bully Hot Rod in your universe, Cronny. Everyone bullies Hot Rod in my universe.
Hasn't Hot
the
Rod
man
had
had
enough?
his own father abandon him. What more do you want from me? He was just there. I also don't like Ultra Magnus and Predaking in TFP.
Oh, whoa. Not like an Ultra Magnus is fighting words from TFP. That's like my second favorite character after Optimus Prime. Them fighting words.
It's true. They actually gave him a personality and then explored like the cost of like his stern demeanor, how he feels isolated in Team Prime's family dynamic.
And he has the best line in all of Transformers Prime. What's a kilt?
I find Agent Fowler can sometimes be oblique. Find it best to simply nod and mobilize.
Literally one of my favorite exchanges in the entire show.
Smokescreen has Jazz colors first time we see him. Edits time on PC. Cronny is now November. Tell us about Smokescreen. Also, I was correct. It's Rigormorphous. Hey now. Hi. Why TFP Magnus and Predaking is peak? Them's fighting words. My Target and Walmart have not that many TF figures. That's right, I'm eating Ironhide now. Only spoiler y'all will get about Smokescreen on November. I had a blast playing him. This is true. Stealthabot won the audition for Smokescreen a little over a week ago, and he sent in his lines. I'm super impressed with them, and I can't wait to show you guys.
Also, guys, shout out to the people who did the voice auditions for Autovember for this past few weeks. It was actually one of the hardest voice role decisions that War Chronicles and I have made as of recent times.
A lot of good choices. So you guys are getting pretty darn good. Speaking of really good, Dinobots, baby!
I think literally the best collection of figures are the Dinobots. 86 Dinobots. I don't have Swoop. I don't like Swoop to be big. I like Swoop as smaller than the rest. I'm a False Cybertron fan. That's probably the reason. But I could never get 86 Snarl, and the re-release of him was my chance. And I freaking love this figure. The Dinobots, they just did such a good job. I love the gold paint. I love how all of them have wrist articulation. They all feel solid. They're all huge. They feel like you're getting value for your money.
This is true. It's like getting the value meal at Chili's. It's just really solid value.
Which, shout out to the value meal at Chili's. Just discovered it. Did not realize it was a thing till recently. Really good. They're burgers.
Unlimited Diet Coke refills. You can't beat that.
I feel like a European now.
But what was I gonna say? I was gonna check the chat real quick. What would you prefer the Constructicons to be? Would you follow the weird lore of them being friends turned into enemies from Crystal City, if that exists for them? Crystal City exists. I don't know what role it's gonna play yet, but yes, canonically I would like every city on Cybertron to exist, just so I have endless supply of battlegrounds. As for the Constructicons, I would say probably nothing super crazy for Origins.
She doesn't want to animate them.
Like, they're in the background of several, like, Rise Up protests, so I'm just thinking they were laborers radicalized by the Decepticons. I'm not super keen on focusing on them as a combiner group, because they're not my favorite combiner. That's Bruticus. But, Michael Ironside is perfect Ultra Magnus. Hard agree. I will also give a shout out, though, to, my Ultra Magnus VA Epsilon is Studios. That is a nice big boom in that Ultra Magnus voice really that nice I love. What I'm noticing is I really don't like TFP Stella LMAO. I just want to see Darkness Within 6. Mood, man. What are your thoughts on live motion, Foxtron and TFI? I like it. I don't get into it the same way I do stop motion, just because as a fellow animator, I enjoy seeing all the work that went into it and being like, oh my gosh, that's so hard, I could never, or ooh, I should try that. I enjoy taking inspiration and admiring the hard work because I know what goes into it. I'm not as big of a connoisseur on live motion, and if I have a choice between the two, I do prefer stop motion.
Not to sound rude in any way, I think that live motion is just not as good because there is a different level of care that goes into stop motion. Just the amount of precision you have to have. And I get that's not for everyone. It's not for me a lot of times. I can do stop motion, I just don't do it a lot. So I understand its place, but stop motion any day of the week.
I'm gonna eat Iron High. He's trying to test my patience. I think my Wi-Fi heard you all still being effy. Thank you. I did nothing, but I respect the people who did. Me, Snarl. I'm so mixed on TFP Magnus. On one hand, his sternness is off-putting, but I also get where it's coming from. Hang on, something about chickened out. I was gonna audition, but I chickened out. The only one I have is Grimlock. Foxtron's my top 3 favorite channels. Swoop is smallest, 86 Dinobots. I may get 86 Snarl. Foxtron is good at live motion. Also, CJ, check Discord, please. Hot take, I like blue Grimlock over G1. Fight me. Honestly, valid take. We just head swapped our Grimlock.
We literally just head swapped because I wanted the red optics.
They're definitely full of burly and baloney. If only Sludge didn't suck.
Whoa. I don't think Sludge sucks. I think he's bad in comparison to the other Dinobots. Does he suck? No, his Dino mode is actually like my second favorite Dino mode of all the Dinobots.
The day I get Planet X Grimlocks, the day I will use him as a definitive Grimlock in my stop motions. I have the blue Grimlock and I adore him. Well, you are also blue still, so I understand that. I have him, but sadly I have the G2 Grimlock. Honestly, the Constructicons would be great miners because they're all construction vehicles. Or Wrecker's Penance. I can't tell if you're trying to say Wrecker's Penance Part 3 or just replace the E with a 3. But yes, I am working on that. I do want to get through Autovember first before I refocus on that. But yes, I'm going to get you Part 3. Live motion, stop motion are great forms in their own respects, can lead to great storytelling, different style.
I agree with
not
that.
Knowing what to say. Dramatically lands. Hello there, General Kenobi. Welcome in, Drama King. Oof, hot takes on live motion. Stop motion technically takes a lot longer, requires more precision. Live motion needs to do more things in each shot to remain visually intriguing. True.
I agree with that statement.
Joints become loose. Put up your dukes here. We'll duke out our differences as warriors. Live motion limits action and movement. Oh, I want Planet X Grimlock, but blue.
I'm sure they'll make it.
Honestly, I would give Snarl a solid 8 out of 10.
I am Dinobot biased. I would give him an 8.5.
8.5? Okay, that's close enough.
Which I'm rounding to a 9.
You're rounding? When did we start rounding?
My second least favorite of the primes.
Yes, this is one I purchased because I'm gender swapping Quintus. Because a skirt this good should not be wasted on a guy. Introducing Quintus Prime, the prime of life, prime of creation. And because there needs to be another female prime besides Solus Prime, because Solus Prime cannot just be the patron prime of women. But anyway, enough about my rants. She is a weird little figure. I do like her extra arms. I don't understand why she has clear plastic legs under this giant tentacle skirt, but she does. But she is cool for just like standing there and doing nothing, which is so far what I have done with her. I've done a couple shots where she's just like a statue of a prime in a background. So yeah, I do enjoy her, kind of just to look at. I haven't really tried filming her with movement yet, so definitely can't say there.
It's a weird design choice. I don't like it a whole ton, just because, mainly design choice. I think the face is ugly. It's probably my second least favorite of the primes, because I don't like Alchemist very much, and I probably put Alchemist below her, or him, or whatever it is. It's decent. I give it 5.
Yeah, honestly, fair. Sweet, can't wait. At least part 2 of your film's out, mine isn't even finished. say, you won't get them, but I feel like Armada Minicons have some kind of story to them. Maybe like they were part of Primus' Spark. I'm still working out the lore of Minicons. Currently, I have it kind of as a thing where they're just, born small. Nothing wrong with being born
Dwarfism.
small. But yeah, not dwarfism in like a way that's mean, but like in the fantasy way where they're like a race of little people, and like most
it's
of
like
them
Titans versus regular dudes.
Yeah, but they're mostly little people, and so they kind of usually pick like a large bot that's a protector. So that's why you see minicons like kind of pair bonding with like another bot, like the way minicons do with Soundwave. That's kind of what I'm thinking in terms of that lore. It's fun to experiment art forms too. Doing live motion from time to time can help improve stop motion and vice versa. I do enjoy doing it sometimes for like my social media. Personally, I've always thought live motion is better in like short form doses. I've seen some pretty good live motion on Instagram, and honestly it's been more engaging to me than long form. Long form just doesn't interest me when it comes to live motion, but short form is usually pretty good. The crass kilt. Yes, Quintus, female in my head too. Thoughts on transparent plastic? As long as it doesn't break or yellow, it's okay, but it's flimsier than normal plastic, and for that I'm weird about it.
It makes joints looser, and it just, for some applications, like a few and I'll show in a second, it's great. For other applications, it just feels unnecessary and just feels like a way to cheap out.
True.
Allow me to introduce the most generic of the primes, because he just looks like your average Joe Schmo.
Only had made to have frequent lazy one. Gliding or sliding. Ha, that's fair.
Doesn't help that I put him in kind of a boring pose, but
That's some hate there. I wore a full-length denim skirt in my 20s. What? I would ask for a picture, but that would breach confidentiality agreements. Alchemist was definitely great, especially with Shockwave's grandfather. No, he guy. Can't tell if you said guy or gay there, but I think there's a moment of proper representation. Someone small should write small characters. See, Hollywood's not that hard. Oh my gosh, CJ. I'm not that short. Dwarfism, what a way to put it. Oh my gosh, you gotta make the Jackass Transformers movie. Not literally, I said that for shits and giggles, and have Rewind as Wee Man. Ah, Nexus Prime. Now, bro is a secret boss on Nexus Prime. G1 Silverbolt, but lazy G2 edition. He's a great figure. You ever hear of his fan mode? Yes, we have.
Actually, I think he's one of the best primes in terms of feel. I will say I've been too lazy to put some quick shine floor polish on him, but his leg is kind of... Well,
wait, we have confidentiality agreements? More of just like a don't ask, don't tell type of thing. We don't show our faces or pictures of ourselves. We don't ask you for pictures or faces.
So, anyway, very solid figure. Really enjoy it. Very generic looking. But one of my favorite primes, shockingly enough. Some of the most generic primes, like him and Prima, have actually proven to be some of my favorites.
Ooh, wait, Stealth, you're cooking here. Waiting for the inevitable Darkwing repaint of him.
Ooh.
You're cooking, Stealth. I would love to see this. My minicons are subspecies, combiner members are siblings, and beast formers are descendants of Onyx and the Maximals. Honestly, that sounds pretty cool. I have all 13, but I'm not getting Star Convoy. I'll just use Night Prime as the 13th.
Same.
My headcanon is that Nexus from AOTP is Heatwave, and the combiner is Nexus. Ooh, that's actually a good idea. This guy would make a banger Heatwave.
Better than the bulkhead mold.
Once the new Lugnut is out, I have a feeling you're gonna making him an obsessive fan. Always. Does that make Nexus a triple changer or a quad changer? Good question. Nexus most default prime of all time.
He looks like the most default prime of all time.
I felt catfished when I saw him first release.
Yeah, valid. But he is a really solid figure.
I mean, you could do a face reveal and have it be a hand puppet. Oh my gosh, what was that Minecraft YouTuber that did elbow reveal?
Technoblade, man. The legend.
It was Technoblade?
Absolute legend.
Why didn't no one tell me before I showed myself in a suit? I kid. This guy's on my to-buy list. Prima is cool, and my favorite Voyagers. Wish Nexus had a good alt mode and combined mode, because that robot mode and color's pretty. I'm using Nova as my 13th Prime. Speaking of Primes, kind of sad, Vector, the newer gold one, didn't have safeguard. Still, he has the port for him. Target Circle brought Star Convoy down to old commander price. I paid leader class price with stacked rewards for him.
Nice.
Nice.
I didn't have a... There wasn't any available in my area, and I don't have room for a Titan. 7.5? 7.5?
Yeah, I'd say 7.5. I may disrespect him a little bit and use him as like an auto trooper bruiser type character. But yeah.
Let's keep on the Primes theme.
Yeah, let's grab another Prime, shall we?
Our most recent addition. I can't talk today. Recent addition to our collection. It might be a little bit big for the screen.
It's okay. He'll show it fine on the screen.
His ankle tilts are.
His ankle tilts don't really go forward. I don't know how to do that. Help. Nexus has fallen and he can't get up.
You mean Liege?
Liege, sorry. The Nexus is the last one.
Neither of us can talk today, guys.
I swear I'm not illiterate. Okay.
I just have a question. This is supposed to be the Prime of Deception. How in the world are people getting deceived by him? Are we looking at this guy?
If you get scammed by this man, you deserve to get scammed by him. Because he looks untrustworthy.
Like, bro looks more untrustworthy than Loki.
This is true. I actually bought next same time as A6 Skyward 8. He's solid. You excited for Leader Lugnut? Yes.
Yes. I wish he was commander, but yes.
The sentient pimp, Leech Maxima. The Prime of Lies, Leech Maxima, that little fungus. Sierra turned into Sean Connery for a second. Yes, the mold that should have been the Unicron Soldier. Honestly, fair.
Honestly,
he even has the horns.
Unicron Soldier was such a big disappointment to me. I've never seen an uglier repaint / retool.
Leech Maximo, I love him.
He's good. He's got a little bit too much rubber on him for me. Haven't bothered to transform him yet, but I don't think his transformation is super important to me.
His ankle tilts are also hard to make stand.
Yeah, he's kind of a hard Prime to make stand. It's probably because
how deceptive he looks. It should have been him who betrayed the Primes, not Megatronus or Sentinel. LOL. Hey, we have people who worship the Goat Man, so anything is possible. Or a Unicron if he had an Avatar mold. Still a chance for a repaint. He is the Loki of Transformers. Yeah, but at least Loki was conventionally attractive. How was this man deceiving anyone?
Yeah, he's a decent figure.
He looks like if Swamp Thing and Unicron had a child, an ugly one.
6.
Liege looks like he was patient 0 for the Rust Plague.
Yeah. A 6?
Yeah, I'd say so. Just because we had trouble even making him stand up straight, and, you know, that's always going to bring the rating down for me.
He does have articulated nails.
Yes, because we all know evil liar people have super long nails. AKA every Decepticon in Transformers Prime. And also RC, so I don't know if that...
Okay, we're going to give it up for one of my absolute favorite deluxes of this year. Hang on. Have you even watched the show? Don't kill me. But Quick Strike.
You're saying Swamp Thing was attractive? No, I said Loki was attractive, dang it. Liege is just a dude in a ghillie suit. Let me tilt the camera down.
Yeah, I might want to tilt the camera down a little bit. This guy's smaller by quite a bit.
Small boy.
I absolutely love this figure. Also got him at my local comic book store. He was market price, but I could... and technically used, but since the figure I could touch and feel it and see it was in good condition, it's like literally someone bought it, didn't like it, and then gave it to the comic book store. I love this figure though. The paint is great. I love the design. It's so unique. The articulation of the Cobra head. More condoms got anything to say about this?
I'm just reading the chat, and Henry said, Leech Maximo looking like that and trying to deceive people is like a tweaker saying, trust me, bro. Yes, Quick Strike. I got it from Target and there was one left. He is the weirdest little fella ever, but I love him.
I never saw him at Target. Never saw him at Walmart. My area was just completely out of Quick Strikes everywhere. I saw Blast Off more times than I saw Quick Strike. And you can still buy Quick Strike online from Market. I just never could find him in person. I really want to look at him in person first. But anyway, fantastic figure. I love this. I would give it a solid 8.5. Or a 9.
I would say 8. I do love the deco on him, though. He has kind of like a kitschy, almost Egyptian look to him, and I like that. He also feels like the Zelda, like, spider, like, theme would play.
He's a 9. Case in point.
Okay, I agree. That makes him a 9. He can do a handstand. He sadly has a loose arm. Yeah, we had to reinforce it with a little paper towel under the ball joint. Face only a snake's mother could love. Quick Strike looks like a bottle of Mr. Clean with those colors. Reminds me of something from Cobra Law. Channel members assemble. EVP, what's up, man? Welcome to another one of our members, EVP. I have him, he's so good. I'm thinking about getting him a western or cowboy voice and try to make it be more like the show. Sometimes I have the wildest analogies. They're funny, though. Quick Strike's legs are carrots. Liege looks like a homeless guy trying to give me a drink.
Valid.
No, Quick Strike being an experiment from Shockwave or like Cowboy, like the one from Cyberverse. I don't know his name. Wild Wheel. No, he can do a crawl stand. One of you gets bitten. We know who did it.
I'm actually dead scared of scorpions, so.
Alright, well, bust out our first Combaticon of 2026. After receiving Vortex a whopping full year ago. Here's another Combaticon. He's really good, honestly. Really solid.
He is the most solid and articulated Combaticon, and I would say he is my least favorite just because I dislike the deco and his shoulders, and he's really boring.
Fair. But, like,
he's my least favorite
surprisingly
Combaticon.
photogenic.
He's really good. I don't disagree with that, but I just think that every Combaticon I enjoy better. And I would give him just a solid 7.5, 8. I just don't like the deco very much. That's really my main excuse for it. Transformation's fun, though. And the hands are a little bit weird with the jet nose.
Honestly, I agree with this ranking. He's nice. He's a little boring, but he's nice.
Now,
he's also our least favorite Combaticon, so that tracks.
Vortex is... You could argue with me that Vortex is a worse figure, and I'd probably say yes, but I like Vortex's deco a lot better, and I like his design and the helicopter blade. I think Vortex is objectively worse, but Blastoff, I just don't like as much personally. Alright, catch up back up with the chat.
See, I love this dude, hate his lack of hands. What do you think of the head being based on an error from animation being like his mono eye?
I literally think it's one of the most overhated things. People, like, cried like it was the end of the world because of this. I saw more complaints online for that thing than for 86 Astro Train, which is saying something because I saw a lot for 86 Astro Train. I think people need to understand it was a design choice. It may not be everyone's favorite. It's super easy to paint over. Get a brown piece of tape.
Nah, Leech is the dude who warned you about the tweaker in the back. Leech is the tweaker from 2 blocks over. Dang, why'd they go with the Sunbow Eye? I love Blastoff. Currently I brawl Blastoff, kicking myself for skipping Vortex the one time I saw him. He's getting a package refresh, apparently. RIP. I'm planning on getting Onslaught soon. I gotta be honest, I prefer Combiner Wars Vortex colors over Age of the Primes Vortex colors. Fair, there were some good colors on that. I think Vortex is the weakest Combaticon. Age of the Primes Vortex is good. Brawl and Blastoff are more fun. Agreed. Hot take, I like the Robots in Disguise 2001 Ruination colors way more than G1 Bruticus. Okay, that's fair.
I would say it's a little bit hot, but I don't hate it.
If you could have one combiner made or get it, which one would you get?
Bruticus.
Still Bruticus.
All the time. Bruticus every day of the week.
Childhood nostalgia attached. We love Bruticus. Astro Train catching Astro Strays. I know you do like that figure, Stealthabot. I'll agree, he does have solid alt modes.
I can't personally speak to the Astro Train figure, because I don't have it. I see that people complain about online all the time, though, and I honestly just want to get it just to be like, it ain't that bad, quit crying.
Honestly, fair. Which combiner do you think should be next after Bruticus? For me, Defensor or Victorian? Defensor, I think.
Logically, it would be Defensor. With how Hasbro's been going, we need a full-scale Monstructor, and a reissue of Predaking, and Abominus before we get into our Autobot Combiner. That's how Hasbro's been looking.
But, this Combaticon, we've already ranked him. We like him.
Now introducing you to probably my favorite Voyager of the year, and you cannot tell me otherwise because you just give him Skyquake's gun, and he literally looks like one of the sickest figures ever. I also put Dreadwing's gun on his back.
He just looks good with big guns. Shout out to Chronicles of Cliffjumper on Instagram for making a post bots with miniguns and giving this minigun to Brawl. This was the inspiration, and we love him for it. Love 86 Astro Train, he's so good. Said this once, I'll say again. If Emgo is flabbergasted at the beginning of a video, that's all you need to know about a figure. Earthrise Astro Train is still better than 86, fight me.
I don't like Earthrise Astro Train very much.
He's not bad. He's not good either.
Yeah, he's like mid. Anyway, back to this figure. I'm going to glaze it for a second because I hate it on a lot of figures. It doesn't have wrist articulation. That is its biggest flaw, and also the transformation gave me a little bit of a hiccup, and he got some scratching on his mouth plate, which is a little bit annoying, but that's really more of my fault and not the figure's design fault. But he has butterfly joints, backwards and forwards. His transformation has been my favorite transformation to flip back and forth, hence why he has the scratches. To flip back and forth of any figure in recent years. I could name maybe the number of figures on my hand that I actually enjoyed enough to memorize the transformation as of recent years. And Brawl is one of them. Absolutely love this figure. The genius of how the treads all like compact into the legs and then pull out. I love it so much. I've always loved Brawl as a character. Deco is not my absolute favorite, but it works really well for him. He came with 2 big guns and 1 smaller gun, and his tank mode is just awesome as well. I will glaze this figure for an hour if War Chronicles lets me, but I'm giving him like a 9.
Honestly,
I think he's my favorite Combaticon.
I do agree with this. I think he has strong contenders, but I do think overall he is the best one. I do love his butterfly joints. I like his deco. I think he's a really solid figure. He feels chonky, so it does help heal the wound left by the Voyager class price tag.
Okay. The difference for me
between those two is Voyagers, I will grant you.
Brawl is significantly more engineered and is significantly more solid than Hot Rod. Hot Rod came with more accessories. That does not justify the price for me. The engineering and how solid Brawl is justifies it for me. Voyager deluxe with accessories.
Honestly, fair. I'd give him a 9. What do you think?
9. 100%.
If only my Brawl didn't have a stuck shoulder. Thinking about getting Combiner Wars version of Defensor, do you think it's good? I do, and I think First Aid still holds up. I really love that First Aid figure.
It's my second favorite figure of Defensor. Rook is surprisingly my number 1. I absolutely love the Rook mold. As a Combiner Wars mold, I think it's my favorite.
Brawl and 86 Megatrons share similar attributes and transformation, and I really dig them both. I dig them both, too.
86 Megatron is worse than Brawl. Fight me on that.
Design for Brawl really isn't my cup of tea. I just felt like something was missing. Fair.
Wrist.
Stealth, I think you and I are the only ones here that enjoy or have 86 Astro Train. Does Brawl have his sonic blasters? No, he comes with 1 Luger-type pistol. Look, if 86 Astro Train was released in Age of the Primes with G1 toy colors, people would honestly not be as harsh on it. True.
They
True
wouldn't, and honestly, I don't have it to be harsh on it. I actually kind of want it. If I can find it on sale, like, anywhere, but I haven't been able to find it, so.
We grab, as DJ Khaled says, another one.
My most impulse buy of the year.
Brawl, shoot Hot Rod, please. No! Hot Rod will live, and he will be glorious. Shut up.
Prince really does hate Hot Rod.
He does.
You essentially just took one of my favorite Siege figures and somehow made it better. And really, the simple fact of him being better is the fact that there's no ratchets here. I like ratchets for some figures. This was not one of them. He was a Voyager that had weird ratchets. It was an impulse buy. I bought it at Walmart, not in sale. Then thought about it for a little bit, and then found it at Target and had like 20 different coupons I could apply, and got them for like $21 instead of $43. So originally an impulse buy, a much smarter buy. They are all dead.
Yeah, I like doing that pose for Shockwave. The Transformers are all dead. It does kind of look like the Beyonce Single Ladies Shuffle, but we will ignore that.
Okay. Solid figure. Does everything that Siege Shockwave does right and just improves on it. The shoulders are slightly better. head sculpt still has that same amazing light piping. Just overall, I love the figure. 8.5, 9.
I think 9. Let me catch up with the chat. 86 Ashtray needs beefier arms. Fair. You know, that makes me wonder when they be doing RID 2000 Commandos. Brawl, shoot B, please. Yeah, kill B. That'll get Prince back. Shockwave. I agree. 86 Astrotrain's colors do not help him at all. Please, no, leave B alone. I will kill B off if you keep this up, Prince. Just you watch. I'm already gonna tear out his voice box at some point. I'm so torn between getting this Shockwave and getting Siege. Get this one. In Hot Rod's defense, he was designed as Deluxe expanded into a Voyager. Brawl was designed from the jump as a Voyager. Because Siege Shockwave has the combination gimmick. Justice for Hot Rod, he's overhated. This one looks so clean, too. I got him for the main reason to be compatible with Age of the Prime Brood Kiss. Personally, I think 86 Shockwave is a small downgrade due to the lack of mechanical detail. Now, Hot Rod deserves his punishment. No, leave Hot Rod alone. Only downside is he didn't get upscaled at all. He looks small next to the other 86
I agree
cons.
with that. Yeah, that non-upscaling does kind of hurt.
I have him in my latest figure. He's starting to become my favorite. I don't have a Shockwave in my collection. He's my first one. He's an excellent first one, Sideswipe. I applaud you. Comic pose. Nioxide, let's fight Prince. Hell yeah. Should I get 86 Shockwave? I own Bumblebee Movie and Bayverse. Yes, you will not regret 86.
If you own Bumblebee Movie and Bayverse, I'd say get it. If you own Siege, I'd say you can skip on this one. It is better than Siege in my personal opinion.
That's the crippling walk. My hot take is Shockwave's hands look like gummies and white plastic marshmallows. Saw a kid buying the last A6 Shockwave and thought about drop kicking him because I spent 2 hours looking for him. Become Anakin Skywalker. I have the comic repainted as Siege Shockwave and I prefer that. I do love that one. Yeah. He has cool half-toning details. So Cronny using this Shockwave, sticking with Siege. I will stick with Siege for the remainder of Wrecker's Penance Part 3 just to keep it consistent. Same as I did with the Ultra Magnus flashback in Wrecker's Penance Part 2. I did keep it as the Siege one, even though I now own the 86 one. Just because I want the figures to be consistent across all 3 parts. Oh, Cronny, need a certain scream? Insert smiling cat here. You know, I'll have to see if Ryan Zook can pull that kind of scream out of him, because that's my current Bumblebee VA, and I gotta tell him he's out of a job. After he was already out of a job from being Sentinel because Sentinel died. Shockwave should have a Napoleon complex. He absolutely does. I feel like 86 Astro Train should have color on the front. I think I might get him, but right now, no. What would Rosanna be if you got that Gym Blaster? What? Punt a child for a toy? Yeah, that kind of checks out for the Transformers and Star Wars fandom. Shockwave walks in, everyone gets silent, that's fear. So Cronny, is part 3 the finale? Yes, it is a 3-parter. It ends at 3. Anything afterwards will be like anthology stuff or a second trilogy. But Wrecker's Penance is meant to be a trilogy.
Okay, so I am debating which one to put up next. But I think the last one is one people don't really have. So let's talk about the one that's been out for a little bit longer. We're going to talk about one of the absolute peak figures of this year. 86 Soundwave.
Pose him up a little bit better. We gotta do him justice.
Alright, hang on. I got
it. Is Blitzwing gonna rip out B's voice box again? No, if I do, it's definitely gonna be Megatron. Nice. Honestly, I'd be happy if the Scream got used at all. I'm pretty sure the project it was supposed to go with got canceled. 2.8 is not animating it anymore, but I think there's still room to make that project. It's just gotten pushed way further down the pipeline.
Yeah, I got busy. Life is
You know what? You have convinced me. I will buy 86 Shockwave. Hey, we've already convinced this man to get all of the aerial boss. We gotta convince him on 86 Shockwave now. I wish I got that one. B losing his voice, the canon event in the War Chronicles universe. 86 Soundwave the goat. He looks like he was gonna do the Deadpool dance. You mean the bye 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 dance from the NSYNC music video that Deadpool did? What a poser. No, just kidding. Hate that I got rid of my Legacy Blitzwing. Great figure. I agree. 2.8 does not, but that's a discussion for another
I
time.
hate that figure so much.
86 Soundwave got canceled on me at Walmart multiple times. Thank Primus Target came in clutch. Target is always coming in clutch. Target will be there for you after a divorce.
No, Target will not. Target sales will. Target getting figures will not. Big Bad Toy Store, on the other hand. That's where actually this guy came from, because he was really hard for me to get hold of. I will just give one of my main case in points for the Soundwave. That sound. Let me move it a little bit closer to the microphone so you can hear. I love that sound. It's so satisfying to pop open and close. He came with all of his cassettes, and he is such a vast improvement over the Siege mold. And I don't have the retooled Legacy United one. Please don't ask about that one. I don't have any experience with it. I know it has the weird arm thing, and it doesn't have moving wrist. So, absolutely adore this figure. The colors are done right. He's got the red eyes. I love the cannon on the shoulder. The cassette mode is very good. It's a little bit fat, but it's as good as you can make that. It was stupid hard to get a hold of. Never saw it in stores, hence the Big Bad Toy Store. He came with 3 cassettes. I think the 2 birds are worse than the Siege birds. I think Ravage is better. The fact that I saw some people online saying Siege Ravage was better, get your eyes checked, please.
Let's check up with the chat here. Will Sideswipe be in your story? I don't mind a little screen time. Yes, Sideswipe will be in the story. Later on, I think. And definitely with Sunstreaker. I ended up getting the Earthrise one. Don't get me wrong, it's good. New one has better articulation. I prefer Netflix because of the mechanical details. Favorite Soundwave is Siege. Soundwave up there with MGB Prime for being one of the best figures of the year. I don't own 86 Soundwave, never seen him. Happy with my Bumblebee movie.
Bumblebee movie is a good one, I will admit.
You convinced me to get 86 Soundwave. If you can find him, yes, get him.
I think he's still in Big Bad Toy Store.
Love that Soundwave figure, Cronny. I swear if you swap out Soundwave one more time, you can't stop me, Prince. I mean, the original project I did the Scream for. Oh, that one. The one you did the Bumblebee Scream for. Yeah, you know, I don't even know who you did that project for. Firefly is the best of the aerial bots.
Hard disagree. Slingshot or Silver Bolt?
Y'all have good targets. Sometimes. What's next after Wrecker's Penance? You know, I've got a couple of plans. A little bit more for Hot Rod. More for Prowl, definitely.
Combaticons.
More for Grimlock. More for the Combaticons. I think more for Starscream. You know, I think all around there's just an opportunity for more of our favorite characters. Target be gone with the partner in the divorce, Cronny. I still have the Siege version of him, looking to gain Bumblebee movie version. Peak Wave. It's crazy that in old Autovember, Cronny, you gave him prime tentacles. Yes. And actually, does he have ports in the back for the tentacles?
Yeah, he does. They can go into the ports that his gun and stuff go into.
Great, so he will still continue to have tentacles, because Soundwave with tentacles is peak. Bumblebee movie Ravage is the best. We can never find that one, so we settled for second best.
I could. I just never bought it. I saw it a couple times at Walmart. I just didn't decide to buy it because I liked my Siege version. I was kind of naive at the time. I will not argue the Bumblebee movie is probably better since it had its own price point, but this is better than Siege.
Question, Cronny. How interesting would Shattered Glass Wrecker's Penance be? You mean a Wrecker's Penance where everyone's nice to each other? Actually, I can answer that for you. 1 second. If it loads, I will share my screen.
Probably was not a wise idea to use this given how much trouble we had earlier.
We'll be fine. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep, beep. I'm not going to play the video, but if you want to know what the Wreckers being nice to each other is called, it's called Transformers Tranquility Creations Transformers Sparkling of War Wreckers Penance Part 2 Parody Stop Motion Short by Transformers Tranquility Creations. It's a hilarious video. Go give it a watch. But this is basically what if the Wreckers had better understanding and were nice to each other and also accidentally adopted a child. So, that's what that would be.
Yeah, and I reprised my role as Impactor for this, and War Chronicles voiced Javelin in it.
Yeah, super fun. And
shout out to
Striker also reprised as Springer.
So shout out to TFTQ.
Alright, let's catch up with the chat. Maybe a Beast Wars series. I do want to expand a bit more on what happened over the course of the Beast Wars.
Spoiler alert, that's not coming anytime soon.
Okay, you know what? Speaking of cassettes, I think there's going to be a cassette pack, maybe with a solid plastic rewind. That'd be neat. I think that's what they were talking about in, like, the leaks, talking about, like, 86 Blaster or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that's what that's going to be. 86 Ravage is good in animal mode. Siege is better in cassette mode. Universe Ravage that came with Hound is the best Generation 1 style option. I'll admit a lot of my criticisms of 86 figure boils down to personal preference. I prefer the detailing on War for Cybertron. Fair.
I can agree with that on certain figures. Soundwave isn't one of them.
I've customized one to a gold color and Ravage silver. Karate turned into Beaker. Oh. I do that sometimes when I'm searching for stuff. I go. I don't know why I do it. I just do. Please show your favorite Nemesis Prime-like figure, unless you already did. RID1, aka Scourge. That's currently my favorite Nemesis as well. We haven't been able to find one that's a good scale for 86 Optimus, and
also,
we don't
like
trust
Nemesis.
AliExpress. Oh, the animated one is also good. Okay, so that is hard. This was a funny video, not gonna lie. It was a funny video. Hey, I was in that. You were, Striker. The pew 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 killed me. Also, Crazy Man, Megatron, and Piehead Shockwave. Wait, did you say what was next after Wrecker's Fence already? I did. I'm thinking definitely more for Prowl, more for Grimlock, more for Hot Rod, and like Sideswipe, Sunstreaker. All those kind of characters that are in that kind of like age range, strong arm. I shared a little like lore drop like a year ago that they were in the academy together, so I think expand on that a little bit. Yeah, I think more in Grimlock, more in Prowl.
We talked about a Grimlock short film that may go in between Autovember.
Yeah, if we have time, it may.
If we have time, yeah. But that was our last discussion in terms of scripts and films.
I just get Megatron's sword staff thing to Blitzwing. It looks sick. That sounds cool, actually. Speaking of series, I'm working on a Prowl spotlight called Serve and Protect. I'm Cyberscore. Ooh, share your work in progress whenever you get around to it, Cyberscore. I'd love to see it. And for a fact, War Chronicles has a dock made only for ships. I don't have a dock made only for ships, actually. I just kind of make them up as I go along. Is Sideways a loner in your universe? I would think so.
I actually have some ideas for Soundwave. Sideways. They said Sideways, right?
Sideways, yeah.
Yeah, I have not shared with Transformers War Chronicles, so we might have to discuss because...
Share your secret ideas with me.
I'll share them later.
Yes, I finally get to voice Grimlock again. Yes, and you get to voice with Retro again. Retro gets to turn you into a dinosaur, and you're gonna like it. I feel like I spoke too monotone to Springer and TQ's thing. We all have our bad days. It sounded good to me. Yes! A short film for me, Grimlock. I love Beast Wars. I literally have half the Maximals. Just need Dinobot, Silverbolt. Have some of the Predacons. Thinking about getting the 30th anniversary pack. Wow, Prince, you're full of brilliant baloney. JK. Random question for Autovember. Will the weekly entries also happen for the next one after this year? I think so. I think it'll be a more manageable workload, both for me and for everyone participating.
I will say, I did not see War Chronicles from, like, August through November. Because she was filming, like, almost the entire time. And we had to have an intervention and be like, you can't ever do that many films in 1 month again. I
mean, fair. Prowl's more like a TFP, a Bumblebee character with how I characterize him as Serve and Protect. Well, that'll be cool. I turn sideways into my use punch less counter punch. That's a good idea. Striker, thank you. So, I think, what are we giving Soundwave? I
10.
think 9.
I'm giving it a 10. I don't care.
That's fair. There's nothing wrong with him that we should give him a 9, so you're right.
I think the only thing that would bring him down from a 9 would be the fact that the birds' necks don't go down all the way, and I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
However, everything else, it doesn't bring down the Soundwave figure for me. It just brings down the individual minicons, and I absolutely love this Soundwave.
Alright, I agree with this
It's been my favorite figure of this year thus far.
Ravage signing off. Meow, meow, meow.
Bird noises, bird noises, bird noises.
Alright, jokes aside, we are going to show you a coveted figure that we just received from his pre-order, finally.
1 second. I gotta make him as epic as possible.
I want a 6-shot. I missed out on Titan's Return. Maybe it could be a repack of the old one with new paint, even Overlord. Yeah, 6-shot and Overlord are actually goated figures.
We somehow were lucky enough to convince our parents when we were younger to buy all 3 of the Phase 6ers, Black Shadow, Overlord, and 6-shot.
Yeah.
Six-shot?
Just space them out across Christmas and birthdays, and eventually we collected all 3 Phase 6ers.
I think 6-shot would be good if it wasn't for the fact that his knees go forwards and backwards, and they do not have a stopper for the forward movement, and literally he always just falls face forward, and I just need them to put like a stopper there. That's all I need to make that 6-shot figure basically perfect for me.
I'm gonna give Soundwave 9.9. No reason, I'm just bored. You forgot that they didn't find a way to hide the extra cassette buttons.
I do not care.
That's the bird's problem. Soundwave by himself is 10 out of 10.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
He reconfigured his body in the Cybertron designed to infiltrate the Decepticons, but when he's back in his stock body as Armada 1, he used one of the mini-cons to disguise himself again. Then the cons don't recognize his body. I hate you if it's Onslaught, I'm just saying. Well... hate us then. Leave the stream. But Onslaught remains. We need a 6-shot 86 win. Didn't realize till later I made Sideways a big deal in my AU. I have AOTP Armada Sideways and make him a Con Spy, then Herald of Unicron. Nice. But anyway, Onslaught.
One of my most, if not the most anticipated figure of the year for me. It has its quirks. Don't get me wrong, I love the figure, I love the design, have not had an Onslaught since Combiner Wars. And there's some things I don't like about it, and I'm willing to give it its proper critiques, but it's Onslaught, and that's one of my favorite characters of all time, so yeah. I'd be inclined to figure this again, Cronny. Do you really think?
Do you think they would be arrested like in Fall of Cybertron? No, I don't think they're wimps like that. I'm kind of considering getting Onslaught, or not, because, I don't know. That's not a good enough reason to not get him Striker.
And not paying
$140 for him?
I will agree he's a little overpriced. However, first let's start with the things I don't like. We gave him some guns. This is the Combiner Wars old gun. So that's my first thing. He doesn't come with any guns on his own. I know Swindle comes with his gun. Still feels kind of like a cheap out. There is no wrist articulation. No wrist swivel. He just has that. And his elbows are cut weirdly shallow. So he can't move this when it's bent all the way up. So it is a little bit... Why am I Elmore Fudd? A little bit weird of an elbow cut. However, everything else about this figure is absolute peak. Head articulation is great. The figure has a fantastic presence. It is my favorite combining frame commander. And I think he made the best use of where to put the combiner. I think Motormaster was good with the trailer. I think Motormaster did very well with that. It concealed it very well. However, Onslaught is just objectively cooler, and he has the best base mode. Because, let's be real, Silverbolt's weird wall and, like, let's tack the entire combiner kibble onto a jet and call it, like, a jet trailer or something, or a super jet or something like that, Super Concorde. Really dumb looking. Onslaught's giant, like, turret that then turns into a bigger turret for him to use. Love that. It looks a lot cleaner than Motormaster's turret that comes in Menasor. And we combine Bruticus. We will not be showing off Bruticus until we have Swindle in hand. It has the most presence of any of the combiners. I think it is my favorite combiner, and I think that alone raises Onslaught as a lot. It's my favorite individual for the commander classes, and it's my favorite combiner. That being said, it is not my favorite figure of this year. War Chronicles, please, your take.
Big boy, smooth. But no, seriously, he is a very clean figure. He has a lot of presence, a lot of good articulation. You can kind of cheat the head articulation by pushing this tab down. So yeah, you can kind of get him to look down a little farther. Works better from a perspective like that, but I think he has good potential. I'm excited to animate with him.
Yeah, he looks super photogenic. I will give him that. Like, every photo that or pose I can put him in, he looks great. And it's actually one of the first figures in a long time where Prime vs. Prime just hasn't absolutely bashed the thing into the ground for the dumbest reason. Not to hate on Prime vs. Prime, I just don't agree with a lot of his takes. This one, I will say there are valid criticisms. That being said, it is still a 9 out of 10 for me.
I agree. I think 9 out of 10 is fair. Let's catch up with the chat. My sister bought Onslaught in store for me. I'll forever cherish this figure because she knew I couldn't afford it at the time. Okay, so from what I understand over the course of knowing you, Ironhide, your sister is goated. Can we get some salutes in the chat for Ironhide Studios' sister, who has been faithfully buying him figures and voicing in his stop motions?
I am literally War Chronicles' version of that.
This is true. It mostly comes down to lack of space, and I missed Vortex. They're getting him a package refresh. You should do it. I kind of wish he was done last, though, to be honest.
I agree with that. I wish Swindle came first, and I wish Onslaught was last, so that I could have the completed combiner.
That said, it's hard to justify Transformers when I prioritize Marvel Legends and the new Mattel stuff. I'm sorry.
I'm really sorry.
Facepalm Striker, remove some books. I hope Screamy is up next. We're not collecting another set of Seekers. We're very happy with our Siege Seekers. Alternatively, we have the War for Cybertron Gamer Edition Seekers. We are not going to collect the 86 Seekers. We don't feel the need. You don't need books, bro. Something I noticed, his feet are similar to Silverbolt's. Back of the feet are understandable. The front, they could have changed.
They could have, yeah.
Striker, I relate. Juggling multiple toy lines to form a more active Marvel Legends collector and a more recent Superman collector. Have Onslaught kill Rook. Leave Rook alone.
Honestly, I might do that.
I want this dude so bad, but November can't come soon enough, just saying. Yeah, with Rook. Who hurt you, bro? Doesn't Prime vs. Prime still steal figures? I have almost all my combiners finished. I need Constructicons 2-pack, Aerial Bots, and Combaticons. I need more of them because I only have 2. Okay, we've got salutes for Ironhide Studios' sister. Ironhide Studios' sister, real MVP. I have 2 sisters and both voice for me. Okay, shout out both your sisters. Tell them that we salute them. I don't believe you. You're definitely buying more Seekers you can't contain yourselves. No, Prince. We have to have our matchy Siege Seekers.
So, I got Thundercracker on sale and then returned him because I determined I wasn't going to waste the time spending to get the other Seekers. And I got Thundercracker for like $21. And I returned it because I decided that I just didn't care. So that's how much we're not getting the Seekers. Because I will never be able to touch one of those Seekers knowing that I could have gotten it for $21 and decided against it.
Whoever said remove the books, I did that last year. It's late last year. It's still a mess. Need to get Flatline someday. Knockout's my only con medic. Flatline is really good.
Red Alert is better.
Fair, but Flatline's still really good. Bummer, 86 Seekers are a game changer with the landing gear, opening cockpit, and robot mode configuration. I mean that's fair, and I know people enjoy them, but I think we're just gonna...
I like Triangle.
I think we're just gonna be happy with the Tetra Jets and all the different versions of the Tetra Jets we have, and I don't think we need to undermine it by buying more Seekers.
We don't have room either way.
I need a good 1/12 Superman stealth. Remove your bedside lamp then, bro. You don't need to see Striker. You can fumble around in the dark or do the oppressive overhead light of doom. Please, Hasbro, give me Computron. He's my favorite. I debated for a while getting figure art Superman, but I hate the costume and the head is ugly.
I actually will agree. I've seen the SH figure art Superman is not my favorite. I'm not even a Superman collector. The only thing that I collect is I collect Transformers and I loosely collect Halo figures.
This is true.
But they don't make them enough for me to collect them a whole ton, so honestly it's good for my wallet.
It's good for everyone's wallets.
Transformers are not. Next, this last wave though, can we talk about how big of a fumble this last wave reveal was? Like, I pre-ordered Swindle and then laughed at everything else. I'm like, yeah, right, Hasbro. If you think I'm throwing my money at that, I am definitely not buying a single one of those unless I get them on mega clearance.
I'm going to stick the other Combaticons with Onslaught for a second. Just because I do think they match each other really well for being wildly different colors. They're all the same tone, which as a designer and someone who's like, I need colors to be the same tone and not be all over the place, I really approve of how the colors are all like a matching tone on the color spectrum. I only have SH Figure Arts on the way now because of discounts from Entertainment Earth. I might get the Vector Prime Gold one.
I don't like it. It looks like a turd.
But I think we're honestly about ready to start wrapping the stream. I think we showed you guys everything we've gathered in the year of our Lord 2026.
I think we can chat for like a couple minutes if you want to.
Yeah, I guess we can monitor the chat for a little bit. I'm just gonna take down the camera though, so I'm gonna send you back to the logo, and we'll entertain the chat a little longer. It's getting late. I better get going now. And SH Figure Arts, Furin, and Shinobu Kocho. I don't trust Fonjo. I've seen too many broken wrist joints to do it. How much that swindle post is costing? $43. That Voyager class, new price point. How many modern Decepticon combiners we have? Superior needs an Autobot combiner friend.
No, we shall create every Decepticon combiner before we create an Autobot combiner friend.
The Autobots shall remain at a tactical disadvantage for the rest of their miserable lives. The costume is confusing mess of design clashes. Vector Prime looks like a Lego gold coin. That's a charitable interpretation.
Yeah, that's an insult to the Lego gold coin, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, the Lego gold coin.
Why are we throwing shade to my Lego gold coin like that?
Let's see. Catch up with the chat. Name top 3 favorite figures in your guys' collection. Devastation movie Sideswipe, but I like Devastation 1 First Edition TFPRC, and either 86 Shockwave or Roadbuster.
Top 3?
Woof. That's hard, honestly.
86 Grimlock, 86 Ultra Magnus, 86 Soundwave.
I feel like that's hard because I have figures that I like for animating and then figures that I like for the sake of liking them. And I don't know how to pick a favorite there. I'll just let 2-8 be the decisive one in this scenario. You can snack on his favorites and judge them. What do you mean? What does entertain mean? This means we're gonna yap for a little bit and like read the chat. Damn, where for $43? You must live in a place with higher prices then, because in the U.S. it's $43.
Outside of our great nation of the United States of America.
Amen. Nah, but we need a new Defensor, seriously. Retro, you made it at the very end of the stream.
Quick, throw Onslaught back up there.
No, I already took down the camera.
No.
Sorry, Retro. New 52 is a starting point. Why? Kingdom Come logo. Not the worst, but why that one? I think the Trunk's the better edition, but still weird putting Trunks on New 52 inspired suit. Dang it, Retro, you're late. We literally talked about how you and Prince have the potential to work together again as Grimlock and Shockwave for a new short that I've been working on the script for. It's not finished yet, but when it is finished, I'll hit you guys up. Super soured over adaptations doing the over-designed crap. My sister's bought me Legacy Chromia, Legacy Filch, Gamer Edition Sideswipe, 86 Grimlock, and Onslaught.
Ooh.
She has great taste.
Ooh. I like that 86 Grimlock and Onslaught bit at the end.
Striker Prime, I hope you get some space. Appreciate it, Sorcerer, for the new Onslaught. Yes, you should get more space for the new Onslaught, Striker. You will not regret it. Get the package refresh of Vortex.
Now tracking down Brawl and Blastoff is actually what's going to be hard.
Well, he says he missed Vortex, so I assume that means he got Brawl and Blastoff.
Okay, well, if you did do that then kudos to you. Get Onslaught and cop the money for Swindle and Vortex as well. Okay.
I'm still mad at 86 Devastator isn't as tall because him being one of the tallest combiners is the interesting thing about him. This is true. Retro joined last minute. He did. Retro rip, bro.
But I encourage you to go back and watch the stream, and you can see our opinions on all of the figures. That might actually be kind of boring if you're not in the chat. I don't blame it if you don't want to watch the stream.
I mean, you can live vicariously through Prince saying he's gonna eat things and that he wants Hot Rod to die. You could always do that.
That's every stream, though.
That is every stream, that's true.
I make it an onslaught. We'll see. I cannot talk today.
I bought multiple Lego Ninjago sets for her. Oh, you guys know ball. You're like the best siblings ever.
Pause, Sierra. Why?
Also, yes, I have Brawl and Blast Off.
Okay. Yeah. Well, then get onslaught, bro. What are you doing?
What are you even doing? Lock in, Striker. Lock in.
Doesn't take up that much room, especially when you get Brewcus. There'll be more vertical room than it will be horizontal room. Just think of it that way. You have plenty of vertical room.
You just need to stack up.
You need to think in the third dimension. You know, I imagine crossover characters might come from a time vortex. Thanks to Vector. A lot of hate. Devastator needs to be the tallest combiner because he's a 6-member combiner, and he's a huge bunch of construction vehicles. I agree with that statement. I was disappointed with the size of A6 Devastator. Anyways, I'm gonna hop off work on project. So you guys update the server.
Great, thank you, Cyberscore. Yeah, definitely update us. I kind of want to see where that's going. Always love some Prowlo. Will we get more films set on Earth? I think not for a long time. I think I'm not quite ready to explore Earth fully, other than the little fan service I gave you guys for that Christmas Autovember.
I will say, I am the person in Transformers who thinks that human characters are just an absolute crux. No, crutch. Cannot speak tonight, apparently. Just an absolute crutch, and I don't like the majority of them. There are a few exceptions. I think Raph from Transformers Prime is good. I think the cop from Transformers Animated,
Captain Fanzone.
I think he's I think he's hilarious. I love him.
On that note, Agent Fowler, yes, great human character. But there are a lot of human characters that I just don't like and feel so forced there, just as an excuse to introduce the Transformers world. And let's be real, not many kids are watching Transformers anymore. It's all of us. We know what Transformers are. Just, you don't have to introduce it to us like that. And for my other sister, it's hard to get her stuff, but I bought her art supplies, and I bought her Blocky's Sakura Miku. Bye, Daniel. Sent it. Well, human characters are good to have Perish in the background.
Actually, that's one of the first takes I've agreed with Prince all night. 100%. I'm thinking about getting stop motion Lego Ninjago, but right now I'm doing some research on how to do Lego stop motion.
Oh, there's an excellent amount of tutorials out there. I actually have a playlist. If you go to my channel, I have a public playlist saved of all the stop motion tutorials I enjoy using, and there's a couple of Lego ones tucked in there. You should give them a watch. They're nice.
Ninjago's elite ball of knowledge. I love Ninjago.
Verity Carlo. That's true. Verity Carlo, actually, although to be fair, we haven't heard her speak in that much TF media. I like her in the Wrecker series. I don't know how I'd like her if I heard like them choose an obnoxious voice actress for her, or a voice actress doing an obnoxious role.
Verity was absolutely useless.
No, Verity was not entirely useless.
She was thing she did that was significant in Transformers Wreckers fans, except for call out the Wreckers on crap.
Call out the Wreckers. She literally set the entire plot of Sins of the Wreckers in motion by blackmailing Prowl.
Oh, I forgot about Sins of the Wreckers. I'm talking about Last Stand of the Wreckers. That's really my only experience of her. I only read Sins of the Wreckers like once.
Y'all don't know how it felt when Lloyd was revealed to be the Green Ninja.
What do you mean we don't know how it felt? We were there.
Not cite the deep magic to me, which I was there when it was written.
Narnia quote. I love Narnia.
Y'all can see why I'm saying I don't have good space. I'm gonna pop over and check it real quick.
Yeah, well, where did you put that?
That's your sea spray voice.
Oh.
Holy moly.
Hold on.
Okay, so you could reorganize your chests of drawers there at the bottom of your shelf. If you consolidate those, I think you could have some
I think you have more vertical space. I don't think... Are you showing us all the way up to the ceiling? I feel like... Oh, whoa. Yeah, your dresser. Oh, man.
Oh, your dresser definitely does not have space. Your Legends collection is huge.
Hey. You can fit behind the other brood. Oh, okay, yeah, I can see it.
You have
so
a giant
look into
styrofoam
steel
Unicron.
shelving.
Steel shelves. They're called Gorilla shelves. They are a lifesaver.
No, they're not
Do
called
it.
Gorilla shelves anymore. They're just called stainless steel shelves now. That used to be like the name brand of them, but stainless steel shelves, great for storage. And if you don't care about having everything displayed, plastic bins. War Chronicles and I have so many Transformers because we store them mostly in plastic bins.
This is true. You just place them in there carefully so they don't chip. Put the lightweight figures on top, and you're golden.
Suggestion: watch Paper Melon's video. His newest video on the basics on Transformers collecting. There's some useful tips in there.
Bye. Have a good day. Bye, Sideswipe. Have a good night.
Bye, Sideswipe.
I love too many. Where is Starscream? We're not getting the new Starscream. We were just telling the chat earlier that we are content with our Siege Seekers and we don't want to collect an additional round of Seekers, so we're sticking with Siege and Earthrise.
Bye, Shock Miss.
Bye, Shocky. Have a good night.
But yeah, we're gonna wait for a second for the chat to catch up if there was anything else you guys want to say real quick, and then I think we're gonna sign off for the night. Before our dogs decide that we need to sign off for the night.
They're like, please stop streaming, we need sleep. I'm just kidding, they sleep all day. They're actually awake more of the night than they are during the day.
Take a second for the chat.
Actually, our frame rate is pretty good right now. Oh, man, it just dropped right as I said that.
You cursed the frame rate.
I did. Cursed our Wi-Fi in general. I've also tried the bin thing. Proof is also in Discord. Oh, jeez.
Oh, brother. You need like big, deep bins that can stack easily.
Brother, you just need like someone to organize and come in there and help you maximize your space. Thanks for the stream. Thanks, Phoenix. Have a good night.
Have a good night, Phoenix.
It is logical. I own 86 Thundercracker, Gamer Edition Skywarp, Legacy United Starscream. Mixed Seekers. Nice. My room is a mess. You'll get it figured out. I have faith in you. You have the space. You just need the organization. Alright, Sorcerer, night. TFP
night.
Studios, bye.
Bye.
Alright, I think we are gonna call it as well, chat. So, I'm just gonna say, till all are one. Be sure to like the stream on your way out. Really does help the channel metrics. And we will see you all later.
God bless you guys.
God bless. Until all are one.